Prologue. Outer space. Enter chorus. The cruel first order o'er the stars do reign, having set the republic on a pyre. Vile smoke sends legions forth, thus to attain control throughout the galaxy entire. Alone, the bold resistance fighteth still, with General Organa against the dark. They trust the Jedi Luke Skywalker, who glow brighter now, their dampened hopes to spark. Alas, the small resistance is exposed, their evil, though, shall not run unopposed. A desperate escape proceeds apace. In time so long ago begins our play, in a burning galaxy, far, far away. Exit. Act 1, Scene 1. The Rebel base on Dakar. Aboard First Order and Resistance ships. Enter Lieutenant Connix and Resistance soldiers.
So shaken as we are, so wan with care, I would we could find time for tender peace. To breathe short-winded accents of new tales, we shall commence on planets far remote. Alas, there is no time and thus no peace. Our quick retreat is nearly at an end, and none too soon, for the enemy doth come. The brave resistance flies like troubled bird, which leaves its nest to find a better home. Our feathers ruffled by our enemies, 'tis ever upward, onward, taking wing, e'er looking for a safer, fairer perch. Our fearful group migration is in motion, while just behind us, making swift pursuit, there cometh the First Order on our tails.
We cannot make our exit yet, Lieutenant, for 30 mighty cannons full remain, within the bunker, not aboard a ship, which we must load or lose our precious freight.
I bid thee, sir, think not of our munitions. The time for further plans has flown and passed. Forget equipment. Only people now we take with us, for the time hath come. Help board our comrades on the transport. They are all the precious freight we'll take today. But what is that? Above, there in the sky, unless mine eyes to play an errant trick, to Star Destroyers, 2 of them at least, arriving from Lightspeed to work us woe.
Enter General Hux and Captain Peavy above, on balcony, in the finalizer, with Officer 1.
No band of rogues could ere our strength transcend. The sharp First Order cuts with purpose true. Against our power, resistance meets its end. We searched the galaxy from end to end, and hither to Dakar we did pursue. No band of rogues could ere our strength transcend. And when upon them our full might we send, a day of peace and order shall ensue. Against our power, resistance meets its end. This present getaway we shall forfend, upsetting all the plans they held in view. No band of rogues could ere our strength transcend. Should others rise, who with us would contend? From this defeat, they too shall take their cue. Against our power, resistance meets its end. Yea, once we see this battle's dividend, we'll speak a message none may misconstrue. No band of rogues could e'er our strength transcend. Against our power, resistance meets its end.
We have arrived upon the very hour. The cowardly resistance tries to flee. Evacuation is their strategy. Attempt to live to fight another day.
My orders come from Supreme Leader Snoke. Today we put an end to the resistance. Like cover over flame, we'll snuff them out and leave them naught but smoldering, smoking ash. Tell Captain Kennedy to prime his ship, the mighty dreadnought, e'en the fulminatrix, to come, incinerate their lowly base, destroy their wretched transports as they fly, and then obliterate their fleet entire.
Enter Captain Kennedy aboard the fulminatrix with Officer 2.
The dreadnought, vast machine of death and doom, beneath my fingertips is hell's own heart.
Good General Hux, a ship of the resistance approaches us on most brazenly, its ships and guns made for attack.
A single fighter? Ha! 'Tis but a jest. How can a single fighter take the air and stand athwart the passage of a storm?
Enter Poe Dameron and BB-8 in Poe's X-Wing. Enter General Leia Organa, C-3PO, and Resistance soldiers aside.
Riege, Zoonflu, Bleeblik, Flurbit, Blobby, Blue, Blocks, Bluro, Bleesuiz, Wazoon, Zoom, really Fleege.
Bray, speaking myths of Rigondan, friend, unquestionably it is the most stupendous, most interesting, and the most important heroic undertaking ever accomplished or attempted by a man or droid.
In all the annals of this frightful day, let it be remembered that I oppose this undertaking in agreement with sweet BB-8, Commander Dameron.
For thy support I thank thee, General. Attention! This Commander Dameron, Poe Dameron of the Republic Fleet. An urgent message I with haste convey to General Hux, he of First Order ranks, whose brow is of the goldness of the eyes.
Let thou the scoundrel through to speak withal. 'Tis I, fierce General Hux of the First Order. The old Republic, like a mildewed corpse, hath passed away, is dead and gone for air. Your fleet is made of rebel knaves and scum, complete with errant criminals of war. Pray, tell thy princess precious, she shall have no terms for bargaining. Surrender none.
This puzzle and confusion on the line is terrible. I hope for General Hux.
I tell thee, this is Hux. Thou and thy friends are doomed upon this glorious new day. Your filth shall from the galaxy be cleaned, no more to spread your rank and wicked ways.
There really is no end to diddling. I shall hold.
Are there, thou knave?
I do remain, and beg 1,000 pardons for suspicion.
Canst hear me? Can he hear me? Yea, he can.
Hux, expelled with age, a slender, pasty fellow, well educated, with rare power of mind, and yet infected with misanthropy.
I can hear thee in all thy wasted words. Canst thou hear me? Tell me, upon my life.
I cannot hold forever. If thou dost see the man, pray render unto him this word. The general, in Leia, had a message, to tell him of the subject of his mother. There can be little questions here. That most of these, the marvelous rumors now afloat about his mother, are but pure inventions.
Sir, if I may, the man doth mock at you.
Fire every weapon! End his feeble life!
Thus ends my conference with the best of men. Now, good BB-8, now is the time to fly.
Poe's ship flies swiftly ahead.
He piloteth his craft towards the dreadnought.
The foolish man, I'll warrant, is but mad.
Above the dreadnought bursts my anguished fighter, to give my friends the small head start they need. It may like boasting look, yet is the truth. Thus may the transport safely get away, and our resistance play tomorrow's scene. Now, all thy skill employ Poe in this fight, and take the cannons of the dreadnought down. My fellow pilots, bring the fight on!
Hail, Captain Kennedy, wherefore dost thou not strike the puny ship from off the map?
'Tis far too small and far too close, the twerp. We must our vital scramble, quickly too. Forsooth 5 minutes past would better be.
They never shall our armor penetrate.
To penetrate our armor's not his aim. He shooteth surface cannons one by one.
One cannot doth remain and eat alone, but lo, here ride thy fighters to the fray. Myself, I shall be hotly pursued by a swarm of these men vermins in their ships.
Enter TIE fighter pilots in pursuit of Poe.
Zilf zoomflake zwabik zoon fleer blavery blue, rook zilf blue wit royal rook bliply blick blick zoom.
Forsooth, I see them BB-8, and now our situation goes from bad to worse. The weapon system of my wings fails. This occupation is often full of interest. The final cannon we must soon destroy, or else the resistance bomber shall be ruined. Pray, light the trail and make a miracle.
Flip flit zoo blees blick blue, blee zoom silf zwa zieg zoon fluray flee blees, reach blip royal zwaz rook fleur fleet bleak bluebies.
Now, prime the orbital bombardment cannon.
They stand both primed and ready for you, sir.
Oh, wherefore then delay? Fire on the base. Change their infernal hope to inferno.
The shots come from above. Depart, fly hence. If e'er thou wert a pilot, be one now.
Away, I'm sorry. Away, the tardy blast doth miss its mark.
The final transport hath achieved flight, and our evacuation is made whole. Sans loss of life, sans pain, sans consequence.
Thou hast a mighty deed accomplished, Poe, and hath surpassed mine expectations great. Return, I prithee, with thy squadron now, that we may flee ere any more foes arrive.
Nay, General, 'tis now the time to strike. When have we such an opportunity? If they're not to destroy, these ships kill fleets. The calculus of probabilities doth tell me we'll not have such chance again. To make retreat and leave the ship alone will mean the death of many more like us.
Nay, they shall disengage, Commander. 'Tis...
Poe turns off his communicator, silencing Leia's words.
Ears, hear ye not her final utterance. If order is the word she's bound to speak, Poe bound is to obey his general. Yet, since I did not plainly hear the word, who knoweth what it was she next would speak? I give the facts as I do comprehend them. Belike she meant to say, "'Tis a big ship," or verily, "'tis an exciting day."
The man would move a saint to shout and curse, and I, we may be sure, am not a saint. I tell thee, 3PO, remove thy nervous expression that doth mar thy golden visage.
So shall I endeavor, General. Methought my visage plain, not nervous.
Good BB-8, I am about the weakness of seeking to establish any sequence between cause and effect or in between disaster and atrocity. Instead, I duly tell a chain of facts for thee. The moment for repair hath come, my droid, or else the resistance is undone. Canst do it?
Zoos blue blocks blees fleur blee blay fleer flea zoom, rook blay blue bleep zoon zwa royal fleep blick blee.
The trusty droid hath done it the deed. I fire. The final cannon bursteth into flame. The two TIE fighters who pursued me, I sneak behind, then shoot, and stop their breath. Had them a welcome, to be sure, says Poe. This is but prelude to the main event. The path is clear, resistance friends and colleagues. Those little bombers enter on the scene.
Enter resistance bomber pilots, including Tali and Paige Tico, and various X-Wing pilots.
Resistance bombers make approach, my captain.
Of course they do, as day doth turn to night, for there is no more natural event than for a foe to press a deep advantage. We shall be slain if we stop them not.
Strong bombers, your formation tight maintain, and fight us all. Protect your bomber comrades. This day have come, especially to us. Upon this day we may take down a dreadnought. Pray, make this count.
Copy thee, Blue Leader. If we but make it there, we shall deliver such shock as will destroy the dreadnought whole.
TIE fighters come like moths unto a light.
Your time hath come, O gunners true. Aim well. The battle's on. Already some do fall. An X-Wing pilot over our radio doth shout, "They're everywhere," and speaks no more. A bomber doth erupt in red and orange. A sickening sight and sobering as well.
Recharge the cannons thus to strike their cruiser. Elimination bars evacuation.
Bleak zwa rejour blue zwa bleak bleak flu bleak.
I see it also. Sally, they do target the cruiser. We must make our move on. We stand upon the brink of the precipice.
I understand. Our ships are nearly there. Brave bombardiers, begin your dropping sequence.
Mine eyes do spy the target. Bombs are armed, and we shall bring the pain unto the dreadnought. Alack, a stray TIE fighter struck and spinning doth whirl sans all control into our hull. We're doomed. Our bombs explode inside the ship.
Pilot 1 dies.
A bomber gone, and only one remains, in mine. Resistance, can we win this day?
The cannons have been aimed and shall be charged in 40 seconds. Then shall we prevail.
Destroy the final bomber. Whilst Ian 1 survives, we fly beneath a deadly threat.
Paige, canst thou hear me? Wherefore are the bay doors still open to the mark below? Thou fliest the only bomber that remaineth. If 'twill be done, there will we were done quickly. If not, this horrid sense shall come to pass. The unendurable oppression of the lungs, the stifling fumes of burning flesh, the clinging of our garments unto death, the blackness of the night most absolute, the silence like a sea that overwhelms.
The bay doors. Why hath not my partner opened them? Some tragedy befell him by my troth. I'll climb above, release the doors myself. Aha, I see it. Held in his dead hand, the small remote that shall unseal the doors and drop the bombs upon the ship below. I climb, even as the ship around me shakes, the lot of the resistance in my hands. I grasp for it. My fingers scarcely touch it. Another second and it shall be mine. Oh, tyranny! Another blow doth strike my troubled ship, and I do fall. I fall! With pain, with misery, I am undone. Can hardly move, or wake, or even think. I hear post shouts resounding in mine ears, the battle pressing hard on every side. This is the only chance I have been given, yet I have not the might to see it through. Oh, Paige, methink thee of some way to do it. My legs, they still have strength of life in them. Kick on a ladder, kick, and kick again. The shy remote must bring itself to me. Oh, sister, whom I think upon you now, in this the final moment of my life, I bid thee be courageous when I am gone. Thou carriest the twin of the steel pendant, which I hold even now, in think on thee, and with it, sister, thou hast half my heart. Another kick, remembering thou still lifts, and lo, the bomb's remote doth fall to me. I clutch it, press the button, seal my fate. The bombs will hit their mark, and I shall die, that my sweet sister live another day.
The bombs have flown. The dreadnought shall be not.
Exhumed Kennedy and all aboard the dreadnought dying.
Directly hit. The ship is down for air.
Brave Paige hath done it. Lo, the dreadnought falls, a spectacle in earth that I see. You have put her living in the tomb. Her bomber falls within the fiery grave. She died, though, so a greater hope may live. We have destroyed mighty power today, a monstrous thing that would have done us harm in future battles, somewhere far from here. Our thanks, good Paige, for thy great sacrifice. Now hither to the ship bow, we must leave. I speed into the cruiser's waiting bay, and with the jump into light speed away. My cleaver abbreviate, thou didst do well, droid.
Flee blue blick, flee roots rooted zwa, fleegoon, fleek bleris blees, roblip, zoom blue rook blee.
I've seen too much of death and loss. The sensor for me beepeth, showing all that we've lost today. Upon the screen, the ships are merely signals, blue and red, yet each one standeth in the place of life. A person whom I knew, a pilot dear, my comrade who did go to death for me. So many gone, in hundreds, thousands, millions. My planet Alderaan when I was young, and since a line of losing those I love. How shall a general find the time to grieve? When I lost Han, I first was in denial, could not believe my paramour was gone. Then came the anger, first for Leader Snoke, then for our galaxy. Two mirrored in hate, I bargained, yea, I did, with fickle fate, and wished that I could die instead of Han. The feelings of depression followed next, as I sunk into the depths of human pain. Acceptance then should follow, yet 'tis near impossible when all others are still dying. New grief comes wave on wave in times like this.
O General Hux, our Supreme Leader Snoke doth contact you, our progress to discuss.
'Tis well, yea, verily, all shall be well. I shall within my chamber speak to him.
Enter Supreme Leader Snoke in hologram.
Thou, General Hux.
Ah, Leader Snoke, yes, good.
Snoke uses the Force to drag Hux to the ground.
My disappointment in thy poor performance can ne'er be overstated. Speak, thou imp.
The vile resistance cannot get away, but we shall follow hard upon, my liege. They fastened her upon a trick of string, even stronger than the mighty cord of fate.
Excellent, Snoke, Hux, and all First Order officers, troopers, and pilots. Enter Finn in a back suit.
Awoken from my slumber, here am I, a broken Finn, but mended and prepared, to find an answer to the question that doth burn within the center of my soul.
Flurry, Zoobly, Fleeg, Rooflet, Blue, Zodroil, Zoomzood, Fleeg, Reblock, Fleablazoon, Blazoon, Royal, Zoonfleer, Swab, Reblick, Blocks, Blurfly, Zood, Flu Royal, Rublik, Zeef, Zwablik, Bleak, Roo, Fleely, Zeefloon, Zoos, Fleeg, Fleeblis, Flu, Zoab, Bluefleet.
Thin naked, licking bag, what sayest thou? This fancy's I, and such as these have always given to thy meditations, what a word every day would term fantastic. Hast thou had some malfunction, BB-8?
Fleeg, Fleet Royal, Ruza, Bleeflet, Blurflu, Blee.
Oh, my dear Finn, thou art most likely mad. Remarkably well, though lacking art today. It does mine eyes and heart so well to see thee. We must away and get thee dressed, my friend. 1,000 questions must o'er thee hold sway.
Nay, merely one, fine Poe. Say, where is Rey?
Excellent. Scene 2 on Octo. Enter Rey, Luke Skywalker, and various porgs.
And 'twere the galaxy did pause and watch. Now I do stand before this mighty man, determined to soak in his Jedi wisdom, yearn I to make him teacher, guide, and friend. E'en now he looks at me with interest, takes stock of my intentions, yea, as if to see within the center of my soul. His eyes, oh, how they twinkle. Is it light? Ere I did come, the man was quite alone, so must he eager be for company. I shall approach, hold forth his lightsaber. My simple offering holds so much weight. Perchance he knew it not, it still existed, lost for so many years and now returned. Especially attentive is he now, stands ready for whatever I do next. Take then the man's lightsaber, Rey, and show a Jedi master that thou comest in peace. Nay, not just peace, but hope and joy as well. With such assorted feelings as would make a person burst, and every tense emotion could be felt at once. Ah, me! Rey, calm thyself. The moment comes anon. I think that by the force thou, Luke, canst read so plainly every notion in my mind. Dost thou then know what mission brings me here? And now with thought alone, 'tis time to act. As I extend my hand, I sense his will, declaring he shall take this mantle on. Oh, take thy lightsaber, thou Jedi true. Now it is thine, and thou shalt lead us all.
Luke takes the lightsaber from Rey and throws it over his shoulder. He walks into his shelter.
'Twas not the welcome I expected. I'll follow him to his little hut. Wise Master Skywalker, I come from the Resistance. Thy kind sister Leia sent me. We need thine urgent help. Up there. Hello? A retriever's lightsaber at least. A weapon of such elegance as rare and worthy of a better end than to be played with by some odd, small, beastly birds. Below, beneath the water, I espy the man's X-wing, wherewith he hither flew. Some clue unto his past the ship doth give. Back to his dwelling ray to try again. Ah, here comes stout Chewbacca from the Falcon. Luke mayhap will be moved to heed his knock.
Enter Chewbacca. He and Rey knock on Luke's door.
Get hence. I would not speak to thee today, or any day. Oh, what is this? My door! Someone hath broken down, but who could? Chewbacca!
Halfway across the galaxy we've come, and thou canst not e'en open wide thy door? Is hospitality in short supply? This is not how I had remembered thee.
Chewbacca, even thou art on this errand?
If you shall not be moved, we shall move thee.
He says thou wilt come back with us.
How did ye find me here? I have hid.
Upon the Falcon I shall tell thee all. It is a tale told by me, full of sound and fury, signifying everything.
'Twas the Falcon you flew here upon?
So little dost thou know of what hath passed. Thou shalt soon learn to mourn with us anew.
Chewie and the Falcon. Where's Han?
Scene 3. Aboard the Finalizer. Enter Supreme Leader Snoke and General Hux with the Royal Guards aside.
Thy news is music to thy leader's ear. Good, General Hux, tied on a string forsooth. Well done, sir. The Resistance shall soon be within the grasp of our First Order's hand.
I live to serve. You have my thanks for your affirming words, strong Supreme Leader Snoke.
Exit Hux. Enter Kylo Ren.
Thou one stretched to one's own will, this may result a sharp and well-honed tool, yea, such as Hux. But as for thou, how art? Dost thou recover from thy recent wound?
'Tis but a scratch. Aye, just a flesh wound this.
Oh, stop all thy emotiveness, thou scamp. The mighty Kylo Ren thou art indeed. When I found thee, I saw what every master doth long to see. 'Twas raw, untamed strength, untainted, pure potential in a man. Beyond that, something special verily. The promise of thy bloodline powerful, a new Darth Vader rising in the ranks. Yet now I fear my every thought was errant.
All that I have. Thus have I given to you, to our First Order, to the dark side too.
Remove thy cowardly, ridiculous mask.
Kylo Ren removes his mask.
Behold that face with all too gentle look. Thou hast too much of thy dead father's heart. Young Solo thou shouldest be, not Kylo Ren.
I killed the man. Sans doubt or hesitation, the moment came and I was true to you.
Gaze on thyself, thou didst the deed, and it hath split thy to the very core. Thou art and always wert unbalanced man, and bested by a lowly girl who'd ne'er held a lightsaber before. Thou failst.
Nay, say not so. I'll show him he is wrong.
Shall he attack? I welcome the attempt.
Snoke strikes Kylo Ren with lightning.
Skywalker liveth still, and thou art to blame. The Jedi Order's seed doth Therefore live. Hence hope yet liveth in the galaxy, and this is the worst of all thy rank offences. Methought thou'dst be the one to snuff it out. For shame, thou art no Vader, but a child who hides beneath a silly mask.
Exhuing smoke and royal guards.
Oh, words that quickly light my soul afire. Mine anger burns in me as if 'twere fueled by some volcanic force of deepest hell.
Kylo Ren begins hitting his mask against the wall, destroying it.
This damned accursed mask doth mock me. See, its eyes do look on me as if to laugh. Its mouth would open in disgust and scorn. Its blackness taunts my angry, darkened mood. This putrid weak facade shall no more. It is not I, and I not spirits that tend on mortal thoughts unmake me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe full of direst cruelty. Yea, make thick my blood. Stop up the course and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect in it. Come to my very core, and take my blood for gore, you murdering fiends, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come thick night, and pour thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen sabre see no moon nor heaven peep through blanket of the dark, to cry, hold! Hold! I am from now reborn, in darkness whole, and ne'er to be forsworn.
Exit. Scene 4. On Octo. Enter Rey and Luke Skywalker.
No light doth still remain in Kylo Ren. He groweth stronger, is a larger threat. The foul First Order soon shall hold control over all the major systems. Dost thou see? We need thy help, cannot succeed without. We need the Jedi Order to return. We need a miracle to win this fight. We need one single man, Luke Skywalker.
Nay, 'tis not so. Ye need no Luke Skywalker.
Hast thou even heard a moment of my utterance? Mayhap thine ears are just as passing poor as thine indecent stubbornness is great.
What dost thou imaginest, pray tell? I shall walk thither with the laser sword and face the whole First Order where it stands? What dost thou hoped would happen when thou camest? Be like in thine odd folly-fallen brain, thou thinkest I did come to this, the most unfindable location anywhere, sans reason, purpose, or consideration? Go hence.
Luke begins walking away.
Nay, I'll not leave sans thee. Come back. The man doth wander off. I'll follow on, bear witness to whatever he may do, see each of his quotidian routines be like a shadow over his daily life. He hiketh over the hills, despite his age, his body still well primed for such a task. Behind us swims a creature in the water, completely ignorant of this our drama. Luke walks before strange creatures of the sea, the Thaler sirens lounging lazily. What skill is this? He draws milk from one's teat. Which part of Jedi training taught him this? And oh, fresh from the utter green and warm, he drinketh it without a second thought, then grins at me with frothy, milky beard. No table manners doth he worry over. The creature spies me too, as if 'twere I who was the strange one in this awkward scene. Off doth Luke go again, on errand new. He setteth down his bundled pack of tools, then grabs a wooden pole of such great lengths its ends in the watery depth below. What shall he do with it? He cannot. Yea, he doth. The man doth bolt the precipice upon the delicate and spindly stick as though it were nothing to him in the least. Take care, impertinent, outlandish man. He lifts it from the swirling water now. I see its point, as sharp as any blade. He waiteth for a moment, and he jabs. A giant fish is caught upon its hook. He sends precepts to the Leviathan to come ashore, and so it doth, a supper. The rain begins, not merely drops, but torrents, as if the skies would drown us where we stand. Luke takes the fish back to his shelter meek, and I must follow on, though thrashed by rain. E'en as I do, bethink me of the remote that Leia gave to me ere we did leave, which still may mark my way back to the Resistance. I use it when I must, but for the moment, Luke Skywalker is at his door once more and moves as though to speak with me again.
Thy time is truly wasted following me.
Exit Luke.
Gone. Gone again. My hope is fading fast. But soft. Another matter doth demand attention. What is this I sense, I hear? A voice doth whisper softly in mine ears, doth call to me, as once I summoned was by Luke's lightsaber, where it laid unused in Mars Kanata's cryptic castle back in Takodana. Here I'm called again, though whither and wherefore I do not know. I'll go, for Luke will soon return. Besides, I find his tasks and duties tedious. Down to another shelter it doth lead, within a giant grey uneti tree, with jagged spires like teeth of gobberfish. The rain hath stopped, and here fog and mist are heavy. The place is shrouded in some mystery. Will it pretend of darkness or of light? My sense cannot yet tell. I'll step inside to learn whatever the voice would want me to teach. 'Tis dark. 'Tis wondrous dark inside the tree, but I sense light exuding from its depths. Forsooth, I've been here in visions past, when I did see so many wondrous things, both wonderful and dire, in Mos's place. There, what are those upon the shelf within a sunbeam breaking through the cracks? 'Tis books. The source of all the voices in my head are tomes, which somehow softly speak to me. I'll take one, and shall open wide its cover, release the waiting knowledge that's inside.
Enter Luke Skywalker.
Who art thou? Please, I bid thee honest be.
I know this place. I've been here before, at least seen from a certain point of view.
'Twas built some 1,000 generations ago, constructed to protect these precious volumes, the sacred Jedi text. Like I myself, these manuscripts are all that doth remain of the Jedi, of the religion. Sorry. Okay. 'Twas built some 1,000 generations hence, constructed to protect these precious volumes, the sacred Jedi text. Like I myself, these manuscripts are all that doth remain of the religion of the Jedi Knights. Thou said before that thou hast seen this place, hast seen this island.
Only in dreams.
Who art thou? I do ask thee once again.
The Resistance sent me on my mission here.
They sent thee, eh? Yet wherefore thee, I prithee? How wert thou specially formed to hither come? Where art thou from?
From nowhere.
What, you fig? A child replied, doth from thy mouth come forth. For everyone doth come from somewhere, see?
Jakku?
'Tis nowhere, I do grant. Why comest thou here, O ray of nowhere born?
The Resistance sent me on my mission here. We need thy help. The vile First Order doth...
Why art thou here? Not the Resistance, thou. What art thou here to seek? What is thy quest?
There is a thing inside me, very deep, which hath been there since I can remember. It hath awoken, and I am afeard. I know not what it is, or what it wants, or what I should do with it. I need help.
Thou needst a teacher. Teacher, I am none.
Yet wherefore canst thou not teach me, I beg thee? Mine eyes have watched thee on thy daily chores. Thou art not busy in the least. Indeed, I have seen porgs far busier than thee.
I never shall another generation of Jedi train. I hither came to die. The time arriveth for the Jedi's end.
Why must the Jedi end, and wherefore now? Thy sister, Leia, hither sent me full of hope that thou could make from darkness light. So was my hope, so was Chewbacca's too. So was it for each spirit in the Resistance. If thou wilt not come with me, tell me why, for she deserves to know, and so do I.
Excellent. Scene 5. Aboard the Radis. Enter General Leia Organa.
Luke, brother Luke, canst thou not hear my voice? I reach my senses out, but cannot feel thy presence anywhere in the universe. If thou art lost, then we, I fear, shall lose, and thou shalt be lost fore'er. And with us hope, and now with this, thy peace thou must hold, Leia. I feel the ship emerge from Lightspeed's rush, and thus I must be general again.
Enter Poe Dameron. Leia slaps him immediately.
Thou art demoted on the instant, Poe.
How can thou speak so worthy, General? We have a mighty dreadnought taken down. Pray hear me, isn't this life itself?
And what the cost? In life? In ships? In hope?
This was the basic strategy of war. Once battle hath begun, continue on. Go not halfway toward a victory, for if we do, then shall it death thou hold illimitable dominion over all.
Pray pull thy mind out from thy codpiece, Poe. Full many problems do exist that may not have solutions in the cockpit of a waiting X-Wing fighter, there to make explosions of whatever bothers thee. Thou art so talented a pilot, Sarah. I would thou learn this necessary lesson.
I tell thee, there were heroes on that mission. I hear the beating of their glorious hearts.
Dead heroes, and no leaders. Think upon it.
Enter Finn, Commander Dacey, Admiral Akbar, Lieutenant Connix, and other Resistance soldiers and pilots.
We know we're fly, some part of space obscure. How shall Rey ever find us where we are?
Behold this amulet about my wrist.
Leia shows Finn the beacon she wears.
A cloaked binary beacon, crafty plan.
To light her homeward way. An apple cleft in two is not more twin than those two beacons.
Praise be, until she comes, what shall befall?
Our plan is this. We must some new base find.
One with sufficient power to release a signal of distress unto our allies, who have been scattered throughout the outer rim.
Sensors begin beeping rapidly. Proximity alert by some mishap.
The Sly First Order, they found our fleet.
Enter General Hux, Captain Peavy, and First Order troopers and officers above, on balcony, in the Supremacy. Enter Kylo Ren, the First Order pilots, in smaller ships.
Nay, 'tis impossible. This snow ship yonder, ill-fated and mysterious man is he. Can we make jumps into lightspeed once more?
We have the fuel for just one jump, no more.
Then come fulfillment of well fulfilled. We must fly hence at once or die.
Let not our actions run before our thoughts. Through lightspeed they have somehow tracked our ships.
Is not such fiendishness impossible?
Yea, 'tis impossible. Yet they've achieved it. What danger, when we've shrewder foes than friends.
Sorry, BB-8?
I was muted. I'm so sorry. Let me do that again.
There you are.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'll do it again.
Oh, okay, here.
God, for a second there, I thought that was me.
No, it was me. I'm so sorry. Leia, can you do your last line again? Cool. Thank you.
Yea, 'tis impossible. Yet they've achieved it. What danger when we're shrewder foes than friends.
Bleak Zoodrick Flurvy Bleezuzwa Bluzud.
If we propel to lightspeed's blaze again, they shall but find us easily once more. And we shall have no fuel. 'Tis over, we're done.
Not yet, kind thing. A notion comes to me. The angel of the oath may yet watch o'er us. Permission to take forth my X-Wing fighter to make explosion of what bother us?
Permission granted for this bold request. And take with it thy grateful general's favor.
Poe and other Resistance pilots run towards the hangar. Exit Dacey.
Good Admiral Akbar, turn our ship around. We'll face the threat with every grain of strength. One fight doth follow hard upon the next. I fear it is too much for our small band.
My lead you two shall follow closely, as we drive the weak resistance to the ground. I make attack, and harm the traitor ship. Each laser blast doth hit its mark exact. I spin and parry, dodge most masterfully.
E Rublik Blue Rock Flurbly for Fleegblay.
Wait, not for me, but go, prepare the ship. Pray, go to work in it with a good heart. Spark thou the fire that lets the ship take flight.
Cruiser's hangar do I fly, to strike them where I'll cause a dreadful harm. Come, weapons of destruction, do your worst.
Oh, villain, even thou'dst not so dare to fly within the hangar of our ship, where we are helpless, fully unprepared. Thy name shall be associated ever with hatred, infamy, and rank abuse. If this is what our enemies become, how shall the good resistance ever hope to win? I go on to my death with rage and fright. This ship shall be a pyre, my grave within. My story ends, yet hope abideth still.
Kylo Ren shoots into the Radis's hangar, destroying it and blowing Poe and BB-8 back. Many Resistance pilots die, including Tally.
Undone! We're undone! The blaster shot on all my comrades who do fly the air. Without goodbye, their lives are lost to me. The most notorious ill fortune this. Each person's death diminishes me too, for I am all with humankind. Therefore, send much enough for whom the bell doth toll. It tolls for me.
Fine, Poe, say art thou well?
We must depart the Star Destroyer's range. Some hesitation, or another thought. Our foes are present monstrous, very little resemblance to aught of humanity.
Wait, to what? Yet what if 'tis a trap?
Full speed ahead upon our lives, O Admiral. We must escape the deadly range of those harsh star destroyers. Thus the fighters too shall fall away, and we may take our flight. To everything there's a season, yea. The season of retreat has come for us.
All engines with our strongest shields upon the rear. We may fly thither from their map. All freeze, except Leia and Kylo Ren.
The swift TIE fighters which do fly about, I sense within my son, my boy, my Ben. Oh, hath it come to this? My family is now become my hateful enemy. Is it possible a princess's life will end in tragedy and anguish and remorse? Oh, son, hear me. Thy mother calls to thee.
My mother, she is in the ship below. How urgently the sense of her doth come, her sorrow and her love in equal measure. My scope is set to strike upon the bridge, wherein I know she waits with bated breath. Can I set fire upon the woman who did give me life, did raise me as a child? Shall I play murderer, ply matricide? I shall not do it, cannot, unless I fail.
All unfreeze. TIE fighter pilots with Kylo Ren fire on the Radis. Gazuint many Resistance soldiers, dying, including Admiral Akbar. Leia is sucked out of the ship into space.
The action hath been ta'en, and not by me. The other pilots who surround me shoot and hit the mark upon which I'd not fire. My mother gone, exploded in a trice. What I had not the strength or will to do, another hath.
Sorry, Hux? Are you...
All right, I had to reboot everything.
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine.
I think my cat pulled my cable out.
That's fine. Here,
Okay.
Milk, you want to just give that last part of that again?
Mm-hmm. Do you know where we are? Are you good?
Yeah, I've got it.
What I had not the strength to or will to do, another hath.
Ren, get thee back anon. The frail resistance pulleth out of range, and we shall never cover thee from here. The distance is too far. Come to the fleet. What is the point of having weapons vast if still a tiny trio can evade us?
They faster are, and lighter also, General. They never shall outrun us, yet they can remain at such a range as to escape our mighty cannons with their hindmost shields. Yet only for the present shall it be.
Maintain continual barrage, that they may ne'er forget we closely follow them. Sorry, I'm going to do that again. Maintain continual barrage, that they may ne'er forget we closely follow them, like buzzard waiting for a beast's slow death.
I swear it shall be done.
They shall not last, and they shall burn their fuel to keep us hence. 'Tis time, and time alone, that keeps them living.
Exeunt Hux, Peavy, Kylo Ren, and all First Order officers and pilots. Finn, Poe, and Connix see Leia from inside the ship.
The general, she's lost and gone forever.
Nay, nay, behold! Amongst the stone debris, that she should be. Our comrades true withal. Yet opens she her eyes, somehow, some way, and stretches forth her hand, a thing of beauty. Look how she glides through space toward the ship, defeating death and the first order of ice. Love birthed from my heart for thee, thou wonder, thou light in times of darkness, princess kind, a presence singularly commanding she.
Amazing woman, powerful in the force, brave, noble general, leader victorious. We who are friends of thine our homage pay. Oh, may we follow in thy footsteps glorious, thou who art like a mother to us all.
Fling wide the gates and let our general in.
They open the door and catch Leia as she falls within.
Now to the center medical with her. She fights with all her strength to stay alive.
Exeunt Poe and Connix, bearing Leia away. As they go, the binary beacon falls from her hand.
I am alone, and aught hath fallen here. This beacon that hath dropped from Leia's hand shall light my way unto my dear friend Rey. Frey comes hither, though. What shall she find? Destruction, devastation of our fleet? Our aspirations filled, resistance torn asunder, trailed by fiendish enemies. Fie, I'll not lure her into such a trap. Instead, I'll take a pod and flee away. Not thus to save myself, to save my Rey.
Act 2, Scene 1, on Octo. Enter Chewbacca and various porgs, near the Millennium Falcon. Enter R2-D2, concealed inside the Falcon.
A treat to rest a while here by the fire, and sup upon this meal I caught and cooked. This trip lasts longer than we did expect, with Luke resisting all our cries for help. Thus, we must make do with food we did not bring. This meat must be a banquet for a Wookiee.
Park?
Get hence, you foolish feathered furry imps. I care not if this was some kin of yours.
Exeunt all but one porg.
Oh, twist thy face not so. Fly quickly off, or thy new home shall be a Wookiee's mouth. Upsetting beasts. I've lost mine appetite.
Exeunt Chewbacca and final porg, severally. Enter Luke Skywalker inside the Millennium Falcon.
Unparalleled, the Grand Millennium Falcon. O ship methought I'd never see again. This cockpit is with memories replete. Mos Eisley we did flee in this small space. So young was I, and inexperienced. Herein we first did spy the Death Star, with eyes unbelieving what we did observe. Here Han and I did Leia once discuss, when we still knew so little of what fate would weave for our still unfamiliar trio. O Han, brave Han, kind Han, most clever Han, the scoundrel whom I did a brother call. Thine only son did turn on thee in the end, did kill thee even as thou offeredst love. How I do miss our friendship and the times, even times of danger we did share. Thou twice did save my life, and I did thine, yet could not save thee from the wayward youth, whom I did fail and who turned to the dark. These dice of thine, I'll take a souvenir of he who taught me what true courage is. Forgive me, Han. Pray say thou wilt forgive, e'en as thou takes the rest that never ends.
Luke leaves the cockpit and sits in the hollow chessboard.
My master Luke, come hither to the ship. Joy fills my droidly spirit at the sight. Beep, 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 squeak.
R2?
Beep.
R2!
Meep, woo! Beep, woo, meep.
Yes, I know, I've been told.
Beep, wee!
The sacred island, R2, watch thy language. thou ever wert a sharp-tongued droid, old friend. I would that I could make thee understand why I shall not fly hence and join the fight. I'll not come back with thee, R2. I'm sorry. Naught doth exist which could change my mind.
Enter young Princess Leia in hologram projected by R2-D2.
Years ago thou served my noble father in the Clone Wars. Now he beggeth thee to come again and aid him in his struggle with the Empire. Sadly, may I not be there with thee in person, my request to give.
This was a spiteful trick, thou naughty droid.
My ship of late hath fallen under siege, and thus my mission, bringing thee unto my cherished planet Alderaan, hath failed. The desperate hour is now upon us. Please, I beg thee, sir. Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help. Thou art mine only hope.
Exit Princess Leia.
Thou hast my conscience pricked, my little friend. Ho, Rey! I say, Rey, come, for thou art bid.
Enter Rey.
Tomorrow morn, at dawn, with me arise. 3 lessons I shall give thee, all thou needst. I'll repeat that. Tomorrow morn, at dawn, with me arise. 3 lessons I shall give thee, all thou needst. I shall instruct you in the Jedi way, and wherefore they must end without delay.
Exeunt. Scene 2. Aboard the Radice. Enter Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo, Commander Dacey, Poe Dameron, Finn, Lieutenant Connix, C-3PO, and other resistant soldiers and pilots in conference.
Our General Organa, even Leia, doth lie unconscious, yet recovering. That is, methinks, mine only word of cheer. Kind Admiral Akbar, all our leaders too. They are all dead, for Leia only did survive the sack and ruin of our bridge.
Oh dear, how shall the resistance even go on?
If she were here, addressing each of us, that she would that we our sorrows save until the fight is over. My friends, the fight's not over. Thus listen, our command chain is quite clear. The heir apparent who shall take her place, Vice Admiral Holdo of the cruiser Ninka.
My thanks, Commander. Soldiers, friends, and comrades. 400 of us born on 3 small ships. We are the last of our resistance true. All that remains, yet we are not alone. In every corner of the galaxy, those who have been downtrodden and oppressed, perhaps the victims of some tyranny, perhaps repressed by prejudice and power, perhaps made poor by unjust schemes and wars, perhaps the prey of those who should be leaders. Even these do look with hope toward our symbol. We are the spark that catching lights the fire which shall anon restore the Republic firm. That spark, even this resistance must survive, must live to see this day, the next, and more. This is our mission true. Now, to your stations, and ever may the Force remain with us.
The group is dismissed, each to their own work.
This Admiral Holdo? Clash of Chiron Belt? Is she the thousandth person? I confess, the woman had not fit mine expectation. Her countenance evinces ingenuity. Vice Admiral Holdo, Commander Dameron and I, considering the fuel consumption, the present rate at which our ship doth burn, we have but little time that will remain beyond the range of those bleak star destroyers that still pursue us doggedly. Does she?
'Tis kind of thee this knowledge to impart. How could a mere vice admiral know such things?
Let me endeavor, please, to lead you step by step to the conception I intend. We need to make escape ere we can find a base wherein we shall be safe enough. What is thy plan? I tell thee if it's right.
Our plan, young captain, Captain, not commander. 'Twas Leia's final act thee to demote, because of thine imprudent dreadnought plan, whereon our bombing fleet was lost entirely. Was I told true about thy history?
A captain or commander, the which call me whatever appellation pleaseth. I yet would know what will befall for time doth pass, and slowly bears away with it the final shadow that remains of hope.
Of course thou gladly wouldst discover all. I understand thy plea and thy desire. Well versed am I in pilots such as thee, the trigger-happy, errant flyboy sort. Ye are the same, impulsive, arrogant, and dangerous. The worst type for us now, of which we've little need and less. Take heed, maintain thy post, and follow thou mine orders.
Exeunt all but Finn.
Now shall I to it, and be off at once. Take all I need and find a waiting pod.
Enter Rose Tico, aside, crying.
My sister Paige in dreadnought's blaze consumed. A bomber pilot she, yet so much more, a fellow soldier, friend, and family. This steel medallion held within my hand, the match to which she carried with her always, shall hold her memory ever in my heart. This pendant I'll embrace in place of her. I would be blind with weeping, sick with groans, look pale as primrose with blood-drinking sighs, and all to have my sweet sister alive.
Rose sees Finn opening an escape pod, placing his bag inside.
What art thou doing, Sirrah, near this pod?
I fain would, I was, how should I say?
Thou art Finn! Verily the Finn!
The Finn?
For this, my stuttered speech, apologies. All day I work behind the pipes and walls. Needs do arise, and I respond at once. My trade is but generic maintenance. It's not my practice to ply talking with resistance heroes, such as thy fine self. Lips cease thy prattle, oh spake I ply talking. I'm called Rose, a gentle humble rose, no more no less this rose than I. No more no less than Rose, she am I. Good e'en to you, I now shall hold my peace.
Breathe easy, Rose, no hero of the brave resistance findest thou here. But fare thee well, enjoy the wonders of this pleasant day, and also may the force be with thee ever.
Zounds, such a greeting, such a one as this. Thou too, good Finn, yet hear me further, please. Thou art a worthy hero, by my troth, thou who forsookest the odious First Order? Think on thy deeds upon Starkiller Base. When my sweet sister Paige and I did hear of all thine exploits and thy bravery, she said, hark, such is a hero, see? One who shall never flee when trouble comes. Art thou aware, this very morning tide, I have kept 3 afeared and fragile souls from using this escape pod to depart? They had the intention thus to run away.
Disgraceful and unworthy wretches those.
Forsooth.
In faith, 'twas well to meet thee, Rose. Yet now I'm bound to finish my task here.
What was thy task?
To fix or check or scan.
To check the escape pod, eh? Such was thy task.
Routine check were the words for which I sought.
Yea, check, then board and pack a bag as well.
Nay, listen to me, kind and thoughtful Rose.
Rose strikes Finn's with her electroshock prod. He falls unconscious.
No foul deserter leaves upon my watch. I shall convey him, carried on this cart, and put him where he'll make no trouble more.
Rose puts Finn on a cart, begins pushing it.
I cannot move. Help, foe, I cannot move.
I know thou canst not move. Such was my plan.
What hath befallen? Where conveyest thou me?
We hasten to the brig, where I shall give thee over as a common rank deserter.
Nay, no deserter I, for thus I said.
My sister died in the air above Dakar, protecting our strong fleet and everything the virtuous resistance standeth for. Though thou knave, wouldest run away, wouldest flee.
Apologies. Now here, this fleet is doomed, and should my friend return, she too is doomed. Such consequence I'd not cause her to suffer. Fix thou thine eyes upon this beacon here. If not myself, it must at least be gone, be far from here, from danger, from demise. Wherever may be, she'll find it and be safe.
Thou art a selfish, motley-minded traitor.
We'll never outrun the sly First Order's fleet.
Nay, say not so. We shall to Lightspeed jump.
Fie, hast not heard? They tracked us through Lightspeed.
They tracked us through Lightspeed? An ill report.
Indeed, thou dost begin to see. If we do make the jump, some 30 seconds after the rank First Order shall appear again, then shall we have expended precious fuel, which is already lessening forthwith.
They tracked us through Lightspeed?
Forsooth, and they... Oh, what is this feeling? I sense not my teeth. What guileful witchcraft didst thou ply on me?
To track through hyperspace is something recent, experimental, new technology. It doth employ a system similar to that of active trackers, meaning this, they
only track us from the forward ship.
Yet we shall ne'er the guarded tracker reach. An A-class process, 'tis a vital system, which only from the bridge could be controlled.
Yet every A-class process would fain have a final dedicated power breaker.
'Tis well. Who would know where one may find the power breakers on a Star Destroyer?
The man who once did clean its very surface. Oh, Rose, if I can get thee up thereupon.
I verily shall shut the tracker down.
We must at once unfold our plan to Poe, he'll proffer understanding and advice. O Poe, fine Poe, art thou nearby? Hark, Poe.
Enter Poe Dameron with C-3PO and BB-8.
Well met, forsooth, conveniently thou comest. We have a plan to sneak aboard the foul First Order Star Destroyer, lead thereon to find and to disable that which tracks us.
Pray, say again what is this plan of yours? From the wreck and chaos of the visual senses, it seems something worthy hath arisen. Yet say it simply, thus I'll understand.
The rank First Order doth but track us from a single Star Destroyer at the front.
We then shall blow it up? That's your plan? It will satisfy my sorrow, weariness, and my disgust with all of humankind, and longing after solitude. Indeed?
I like the turning of thy mind, but nay, for then they would but track us once again. Yet from another ship, if we though sneak aboard the forward ship, annihilate the tracker, sans their knowledge, it doth follow.
They shall not know 'tis gone for one whole cycle. Be like 6 minutes total, thereabouts. 6 minutes wherewith we may save ourselves. 6 minutes to restore resistance hope. 360 seconds of a chance.
Thus, to sum up, we sneak aboard the first large ship, defeat the tracker held thereon, and our fleet makes escape ere they do know.
Yeah, let us hasten to the ramparts, Finn. This plan may work. Yet, how did you two meet?
'Twas fortune.
Fortunately for my status.
Was it fortune good or bad? This answer I find vague and formless and indefinite.
If good or bad, we cannot say as yet.
Poe, we must carry forth this perilous plan. We can the fleet save, also save my Ray.
This business is well ended, I believe. My noble captain, to expostulate what deference should be, what duty is, why day is day, night is night, time is time, were nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. I speak with reason's voice. Vice Admiral Holdo shall never agree to this most dangerous, audacious plan.
Thou hast it right, C-3PO, as ever. This plan is need to know, which simply put means Admiral Holdo doth not need to know. By not your knowledge, the appearance of too many fine designs are utterly spoiled.
'Twas not the meaning of my golden mind.
You two, fly swift, shut down the tracker whilst I do remain to Shampos to Lightspeed, and give account of this phenomenon. A larger question still remained, though. How shall we sneak you onto Snoke's destroyers?
We steal the clearance codes, It hath worked twice, once over Scarith, once o'er Endor too.
Nay, codes are fixed with biohexacrypt, rescrambled every hour, sans fail, sans doubt. We never shall unseen make foray through their finely honed shields of security. No person can, none whereof I do know.
One person, though, doth leap into my mind. In Mascanada, she who walketh with it a more than natural firm and spring step. Belike she knows some way to break the code, or likelier, shall break it by herself. Let us communicate with her anon.
Enter Maz Kanata on balcony above, in hologram. Sounds of battle surround her.
Good Mass, we are in situation dire. Dost thou know how we may defeat the codes of large First Order Star Destroyer 9, which are by biohexacrypt protected, rescrambled every hour?
Do it? Of course I could. In theory, do the deed, yet cannot do it at the present moment. Wherein I am assailed by many foes.
Maz turns to fire a weapon, and is shot at in return.
Maz, what befalls around thee? Art thou well?
Oh, disputing with the Guild of Craft and Trade. I'll warrant ye do not wish to hear that tale. Yet you are fortunate today, for there exists one person I do trust, who hath the skill and wherewithal to break such codes and crack into deep security. The man is a master code breaker, ace pilot, a poet with a blaster, last of all.
This talented codebreaker, so it seems, is gifted and may do most anything.
Indeed he can. The stories I could tell.
Methinks 'twould not be for the innocent.
Oh, thou shalt discover him with a red plum bloom upon his doublet, playing for high stakes in the main casino o'er in the Canto Bight.
In Canto Bight? Nay, 'tis too very far. I never knew one so keen alive to some small joke that thou art, clever Mass. Is there no way that we can handle this instead of traveling to Canto Bight?
Oh, with my regrets, sweet Poe, the answer is no. What you described is cracking rarefied, and you would board the Star Destroyer soon. I know of but one option to pursue. Find ye the master codebreaker anon. Now must I fly to manage this dispute.
Exit Maz.
We two shall thither fly, strong Rose and I. I bid thee, Poe, take thou this beacon from me. Protect it with thy life, as we are friends.
No sooner said than done, good fiend. I'll lend a helping hand, and in a trice you'll go. Luck be with you, my worthy mates indeed. By your keen plan, resistance shall succeed.
Scene 3, on Octo and aboard the Finalizer. Enter Kylo Ren above, on balcony, with an ITSOO.2 medical droid, treating the wound on his face.
Hath any man so much o'er which to ponder? A father killed in confrontation dark upon a precipice o'er nothingness. A mother peradventure dead in almost recent battle with the doomed resistance. My mentor, Supreme Leader Snoke, upset with my development and powerlessness, have I turned orphan inadvertently alone within the spacious galaxy? These enterprises of great pith and moment would make a lesser man uncertain and so weak that he may lose the name of action. Not Kylo Ren. I shall endure, and must. Yet wait. What is this presence I feel? Another senses come o'er me, even here.
Kylo Ren dismisses the droid. Exit medical droid. Enter Rey in her shelter. She and Kylo Ren are joined in the Force and see each other.
Awakening. What is this I see herein? Mine enemy, upon this island somehow. I'll blast him to 1,000 bits at once, ere he shall know what hath befallen him.
Rey fires her blaster at Kylo Ren.
This strange unbidden apparition fires on me. Yet naught of Kylo hath she hit. How real her aspect seemeth, though as if she were within this very room of mine.
The blast hath missed, though he stood for me here. Of course, my better sense knows he's not here. Instead, my blaster's laser merely did incinerate the stones of this small shelter. Forthwith I'll look outside, belike to see some glimpse of this strange vision of a man.
Into the hallway of our mighty ship, I'll find her yet, though whether she is here in body still is mystery to me.
Oh, there he is again. One more and we're joined.
This opportunity I shall not waste. Thou shalt deliver Skywalker to me.
How he doth wish 'twas so, yet time not moved.
A failure, yea, a weak attempt, I grant. Thou hast not brought we two together thus. The effort would destroy thee in a trice. Canst thou see my surroundings, where I stand?
I'll warrant thou shalt burn for thy misdeeds.
Whatever thy environs are, they do remain most hidden from my sight. All I can see is thou, and thou alone. Intriguing.
Mine anger smoulders fiercely whilst the man is full of academic interest.
This is a new thing I have never seen.
Rey hears a noise behind her.
What sound is this? Alas, in turning round have I betrayed both Luke and his location.
Luke, he is there.
Enter Luke Skywalker and several Linnea caretakers severally.
What is that newfound hole I spy upon the ramparts of thy shelter?
Exit Kylo Ren from balcony.
Nina ma Santa Maria Mai.
What have you witnessed of what happened here? 'Twas nothing, verily. Whilst I did clean my blaster, it most naughtily did fire.
I prithee, with thy blaster take great care. If thou keepst out of trouble, thou shalt double thy choices. Such a situation's fraught, thou must be carefully taught. If thou art not, thou mayst be shot. Come now, we shall begin.
Exhumed caretakers, Rey and Luke begin climbing the island peak.
Tell me, as we ascend this mighty hill, who are those beings by the shelters yon?
They are caretakers, island natives too. For certes, these are people of the island, who though they are of monstrous shape, yet note, their manners are more gentle kind than of our human generation you shall find. Many, nay, almost any. They've maintained the Jedi structure since they were created.
It seemeth that these creatures like me not.
I can't imagine wherefore they should not. In my experience of thee thus far, thou dost endear thyself to all thou meetst.
E'en here, atop this island enigmatic, are structures built by beings rational. A stairway to a cave, a stone mosaic, some altar or some venerable place, with ceiling domed, inspiring reverence. Out now, upon a precipice that juts above the island, water far below, a simple stony seat doth sit hereon. Here I shall learn to be a Jedi Knight. I shall address good Luke, confirm my mission. Strong Master Skywalker, we need thee to restart and reignite the Jedi faith, a line of Jedi who may fight with all. For Kylo Ren each day doth stronger grow within the dark side of the mighty force. Without the Jedi, we shall never win.
What knowest thou of the force whereof thou speakest?
It is a power Jedi do command, enabling them to have control over people and peradventure make things float through the air.
Impressive, lass. Each word thou speakest was entirely false. Sit thou upon this rock, most calm, with thy legs crossed. The first of thy much-needed lessons starteth hereupon.
I sit, as told, yet all my hopes rise up.
The force is not a power someone holds, and nothing has to do with lifting rocks. The force is the energy betwixt each thing, the tension and the balance which do bind all things together in the universe.
I see, but do not see. Thus, what is it?
Close thou thine eyes, breathe deep, and now, reach out.
Rey stretches forth her hand.
A literal interpretation this. Her lesson shall begin then, with a jape. This palm frond shall stand in the force's place.
Luke tickles Ray's hand with a leaf.
There's something there. I feel it gently call.
Thou feelst truly?
Truly.
'Tis the force.
Is it?
Verily, 'tis strong with thee.
I'd never.
Luke swats Ray's hand with a leaf. She opens her eyes suddenly.
Thou hurtest me. In thy face I see I misread thy meaning. Thou wouldst I reach out with my mind, not hand.
The lady may be taught.
Once more I'll try.
It is now to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out.
Ray shuts her eyes again.
Reach out with all thy feelings, Ray, reach out. What dost thou see within the eyes of the mind?
The island, all around us, hither, yon, the air and the ocean, sun that brings the dawn. The life surrounding us, pure potential, which to we human beings is essential. The death, that too, is there, of life, the pair. Decay, that shall each living thing ensnare. New life, that's being nourished e'en by death, as old doth turn to new growth, new breath. The warmth of sun, of heart, of pulsing blood, without which never flower knew its bud. The cold that cometh from the deep, the tide, the chilling mystery of ocean wide. Peace, midst it all, the pure and perfect calm, unto a troubled soul a needed balm. And violence, twin of peace, which bringeth strife and worketh against the qualities of life.
Betwixt it all, what dost perceive therein?
A balance, simple, flawless and serene, completed by an energy unseen, a force.
Inside of thee, what findest thou then?
Inside of me, the selfsame force again.
This is the lesson offered thee today. That force doth not to the Jedi Knights belong. To think that if the Jedi die, the light shall vanish is a dreadful vanity. Feelest thou, strong Ray, the truth of what I speak?
There is aught else that calleth unto me. Beneath the island, dark and dreary place.
'Tis balance, nothing more and nothing less. The light most powerful, darkness powerful too.
So cold it is.
The primal elements begin to move, led on by Ray's keen sense. If this endures, this cliff shall ocean be.
It calleth me.
Resist it, Ray, resist. We must resist the darker forces, lest they strip us of our own humanity.
Oh, ecstasy and agony at once.
What's this? Thou leapt forthwith into the dark.
Some message or intelligence the place would speak to me. It whispers soft and true.
It proffered aught of which thou hast a need. Thou showst no inclination to reject it, or keep from bringing thee into temptation.
I saw not you, however, nowhere, Luke. Thou hast shut thyself off, even from the force. Of course thou hast, for such is thy harsh penance.
One time, and only once, did I behold this raw strength in an individual. 'Twas Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, long ago. I was not then as properly afeared as I should be. The sight doth scare me now.
Exit Luke. Enter Chewbacca and various porgs.
Chewbacca, still no word from the Resistance.
Nay, though me and all my newfound friends attempt to reach them still.
Keep trying, prithee, and if thou do reach them, check the status of the fleet and ask them about the health of Finn.
It shall be done, if I can keep these creatures from eating all the equipment on the ship.
Exeunt Chewbacca and porgs.
In all my early days upon Jakku, as I did sweat and toil upon the dunes, my mind did never dream of such a place of verdant hills, an ocean blue and deep, filled with a million mysteries and marvels, land stony with an ancient history. Oh, How I might have laughed at such a thought when all I knew was sand and heat and work. Lo, how my life of scavenging hath changed, yet even so my path doth seem unclear. Brought to the resistance ranks by fearless Hon, I found a ray who stretched beyond herself, renewing my conception of life. The skirmishes and the detestable hate-filled First Order gave me purpose new, to fight for justice through the galaxy. Opt unto me a novel, rousing path, but chance I might become a Jedi Knight. Apace my skill and training seemed to fly, revealed as I did fight with Kylo Ren. Encouraged was I, yea, though also scared. Now come I to this beautiful location to seek Luke Skywalker and take the next swift steps toward my hoped-for destiny. What did I find here? One reluctant master inclined to give me not what I desire. Life shall bring twists and turns, and 'twere a top. Did ever one live so confused as I?
Enter Kylo Ren above on balcony. He and Rey are joined in the Force again and see each other.
Why hath the Force connected us again? What bond hath thou and I that it should thus?
Thou art a murdering snake and nothing more. Aye, furthermore, thou art too late, hath lost. I have located Skywalker in the end.
Have he said aught about our history? The night on which I did destroy his temple, told he wherefore I did so?
I know all I ever would of thee, O villain vile.
So dost thou. With the manner of thy visage, as in the forest where we lately met, thou calledst me then a monster.
Thus thou art, a monster who would kill a fatherkind, a monster who would join with evil men, a monster who would thrash a galaxy, a monster trapped in darkness sans the light.
Indeed, I claim the title, wear it well.
The connection is broken.
Strange connection gone. He too is gone. What was that last admission? What to guilt? I shall bethink of it as I may.
Gone, yea, but still the elements remain. I see no ray, but still receive her reign.
Exhumed severally. Scene 4. Aboard the Radis and in Canto Bight. Enter Vice Admiral Amelin Holo, Lieutenant Connix, above on balcony.
My scanner beeped, Lieutenant. Wherefore so?
Was nothing, Admiral. Debris now passed.
Exit Holdo.
Thus do I play conspirator today, and shroud the hidden plan of Rose and Finn. The beat the Admiral hath heard was that of their small transport ship departing from our cruiser. I must stand with Poe herein, respect Vice Admiral Holmo as befits, yet work to make a better day for us.
Exit Connix. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, and BB-8 below in a transport pod.
Fleet hath only 18 hours of fuel. We must make fervent haste to Canto Bight.
Comes Canto Bight in sight, now drawing near, and we'll complete our task sans much ado. Sneak in, then take the codebreaker away. Indeed, 'tis the extent of our agenda. Next, we depart the codebreaker with all, our fleet to rescue and our friends to save.
Of this town knowest thou aught? This Canto Bight?
By reputation, not experience. The stories of this place are legendary, rife with the worst of people thou shalt find in any place within the galaxy. Let's stow the ship upon the beach below and slip into the club to find our man.
Exeunt Rose, Finn, and BB-8. Enter Chorus. Behold, the mat of space becomes a sheen, by riches gorely decked, 'tis Canto Bight. No place is mad in such wealth obscene, as he doth bond the patrons, night by night. Exit Chorus. Enter various casino workers, guests, and 2 policemen.
I told the knaves this is a public beach. You cannot park your shuttle hereupon. They paid no heed, but made their way inside, rushed to the warmth and light of the casino, and twere their very lives depended on it.
Exeunt Guest 1 and Policeman. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, and BB-8 in the casino.
What feast prepared for mine eager eyes, the opulence and affluence herein, these rooms of games, each different from the next, such creatures as I've never seen before. From small to large and sizes in between, folks in a hologram do walk about. The people all sophisticates and fair, where corks do fly and hearty drinks are found. I fain would know, good Rose, what thou didst mean in saying Cantobite is passing foul. To me the place is pure delight and fun.
Be not persuaded by what thou dost see. Remember thou our task. Maz said the man, the master codebreaker, would wear a red plum bloom upon his doublet. Let us find the man herein, flee to our waiting ship, and then fly hence before an hour hath passed.
Thou spherical and hearty orange though, though I'm in my cups, I'll warrant thou art some newfangled game for me to play. I'll put my ducat in and try my luck.
Zoom bleak blue blee rish waffly blees bladely.
But 1 coin more and my luck may change.
No matter what we fix our eyes upon, a red plum bloom we have not found herein. Where is this man of whom Maz fondly spoke?
The casino begins to shake.
Of just one creature have I ever heard, which could the building shake with such great force. Come, Finn, let's look outside. Yea, there below, observe the cause of all the tremoring down there in stride upon the racing track.
Such creatures, noble, wonderful, and fast. What are they called? For I do know them not.
They are called Fathiers. Never have I seen a real one. They are wondrous to behold.
This place entire is beautiful, is it not? Then wherefore dost it so inspire thine ire?
Look thou more closely on what thou dost see. My sister page and I were raised within a mining system poor and desolate. The rank first order stripped our hard-earned ore to fund their military, then did turn the weapons they created back on us. A perfect, feeble, helpless testing ground.
Forsooth, thou speakest true, I see it now. The jockeys driving Fathiers with a shock, brutality among the Fathiers' keepers, and children are but playthings for the strong.
They did purloin from us all that we had. Who then dost thou imagine these, the people of Cantobite, may be? There is but one sole enterprise that maketh one so rich wherever thou art in the galaxy.
The industry of war.
Thou hast it, Finn. These people proffer weapons for a price, onto our enemies, e'en the first order. I would my fist could crush the town entire, despite the beauty on the surface of it.
Lo, how a rose ever blooming for my eyes, the lady shows a striking sense of right.
Fleep flit zoo royal fleebig bleefum zoo zwa. Robly zoon fleet bleep blee rook blue blur bleak. Blah blue vlee zood blee blay fleur vlee zoo. Rublox rees wa zoon bleak bleep fleeblis fleur.
Thou foundest him, BB-8? He is herein?
The red plum bloom we shall behold at last.
Enter the master codebreaker with 2 ladies.
Red plum bloom, by my troth, how fine a man!
The master codebreaker will yet succeed.
I am no doctor, no, but codebreaker. Now comes my tale from Cantobite with love. These skilled gold fingers mine are used to crack encryption's strong as thunder, balls of lightning. Right is it said, one only liveth twice. Not once upon her majesty's secret service am I e'er found. For diamonds are forever, 'tis money's my joy. Live and let the die roll. I'm the man who hath the golden gunny sack, once loyal to the spy who loved me, but now loyal to the gold moon. Rake her in. Again, I'll win for thine eyes only, pet. Let me get thee unlocked. O Pussine, so Methinks thou ought to ne'er say ne'er again. A double, ha! View two! A killing I now make. Yea, I shall roll the living daylights out of these dice, no lie. Since to kill I've, for with a golden eye comes golden sight. My money proves tomorrow never dies. Yea, e'en the world is not enough for me. So, let me die another day. Tonight, to this casino royale I shall be. E'en so, a quantum of solace I'll give, respecting those who lose. Oh, sky, fall low. Yea, every spectre of a code I'll break.
Enter guest 1 and 2 policemen.
These two are they, the errant shuttle parkers.
Policemen strike Rose and Finn with their electroshock stun prods.
Ye two are under Canto Bight detention. For these your many parking violations. And thou, unwanted, naughty little droid, thou hereby art forever banned. Out! Out!
Exit BB-8. Exeunt policemen holding Rose and Finn severally.
What was this understanding? Dost thou know?
'Twas nothing, pet, some situation droll. Pray, stop thy mouth. This man is on a roll.
Exeunt. Scene 5 on Octo. Enter Luke Skywalker on balcony. Enter Rey below, practicing with her quarterstaff.
The girl below. What grace and speed and strength. See how she spins and parries with her staff, exemplar of a mighty warrior. Though I have shown to her my harsher side, the truth is that the lady doth impress by her persistence, readiness, and skill. Had I a different past, more life to live, and aptitude to take on such as she, I would most gladly train her as a Jedi. What's this? She now doth trade her quarterstaff for my lightsaber, testing newfound skills. And with this unfamiliar tool, is she a talented and brilliant student? Yea, this natural aptitude I've longed to see. But oh, no sooner did I think this thought than she hath swiped the hulking rock before her. It splits and twere a heated knife through butter, and falls straight down the mountainside below. Ugh! It hath crushed a caretaker's wheelbarrow. I'll hear of that before the day is through. Away now, Luke, before Rey is aware. That watched her upon the craggy bluff.
Exit Luke from balcony.
Good Master Luke was there. He saw me ply my craft with quarterstaff and lightsaber. He turns aside that I'll not see him there. What crossed his mind whilst he did watch my drills?
Enter Luke Skywalker.
The second lesson shall be thine today. The Jedi, having been extinct for ages, become the things of legends, stories, tales, the subject for a wandering minstrel's song. If thou would take away the power of myth, to look upon their deeds and those alone, 'tis clear their legacy is utter failure. Hypocrisy and hubris were their sins.
Speak thou not so, for thy words falsely ring.
The moment when they had the greatest power, and in that matchless time they failed to stop Darth Sidious, who rose to prominence and formed the empire which destroyed them all. A Jedi Master was responsible for training and creation of Darth Vader.
A Jedi too, who saved him ere he died. The evilest, most hated man who lived in all the annals of the galaxy. Yet thou didst recognize the good within, the conflict that he felt inside his soul. Thou didst believe the man within remained. He was not gone, and Ian could be still turned.
Thus did I write myself into a legend. For many years the Force had balance full. Then Ben arrived, my nephew whom I loved. His strong Skywalker blood did lure my pride, convince me I could train him, pass to him mine every skill, make him a Jedi Knight. Han did approach my plan as Erhan did. A scoundrel sees a scoundrel everywhere. But Leia trusted me with her son. I took him and a dozen other students, began a training temple rife with hope. Before I realized I could not prevent the rising of the darkness in his heart. 'Twas far too late.
What happened? Prithee tell.
I went by night there to confront the boy, and he did turn on me, did use the force to bring his roof and beams upon my head. There, ere I gained my consciousness, he fled. He must have thought I died or would have killed me. I roused myself, and from the wreckage rose, and saw the temple burning, embers wild, my hopes and dreams aflame and spark and ash. Then vanished with a group of students mine, and killed the others, even where they slept. Kind Leia put the blame on Leader Snoke. Yet it was I who should be blamed. I failed because I had believed in mine own legend. Luke Skywalker, the Jedi Master, he.
Perchance the galaxy doth need a legend, what into which we may pour our belief. I someone need to show me how I fit, how I, mere pawn, shall be placed on the board. It was not thou who failed as Kylo Ren. Instead, 'twas Kylo Ren who failed at thee. Yet I shall not. Rey ever true shall be.
Act 3, Scene 1. Aboard the Finalizer, the Anodyne, and the Radius. Enter General Hux and Captain Peavy aboard the Finalizer.
They managed to remain out of our range, yet here is something that shall make thee smile. Their frigate medical is out of fuel, with shields unarmed as 'twere a sitting duck.
We witness the beginning of their end. Destroy it on the instant. Let them bleed.
Exeunt Hux and Peavy. Enter the Captain of the Anodyne above on balcony. Enter Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo, Commander Dacey, and Lieutenant Connix below aboard the Ratis. Enter Poe Dameron aside.
Our crew hath been evacuated, ma'am, in transports gone to thee, and thereby safe. 'Twas air and honor thee to serve, Vice Admiral. I die for right. God speed, ye rebels brave.
Captain dies as the Anodyne is destroyed.
Vice Admiral, our fuel reserves do stand at just 6 hours. Then they shall be no more.
Maintain our current course. Yea, steady on.
Oh, Finn, oh, Rose, where are ye? Shall you too be caught within this mighty tempest toss? We shall not long survive this terrible loss.
Scene 2. In the prison in Canto Bight. Enter Policeman 1 with other policemen and BB-8 severally. Enter Rose Tico and Finn aside a cell. Enter DJ behind them, hidden.
Hail, hearty lads, let's have a hand of cards.
Hi-ho, raise a glass to our home Canto Bight, where the gambling is fine and the prices are right, where the guests are all rich but their tips are all slight. Hi-ho, raise a glass to our home Canto Bight. Hear, hear, sing a song of our home Canto Bight, where the days are pure glee and the nights a delight, where our prospects are grim but our future looks bright. Hear, hear, sing a song of our home Canto Bight.
Blue Ridge, Bleak Swathfleet, Bleak Suit, Blee Royal Blease.
Exeunt policeman and BB-8.
Finn, here, our fleet is nearly out of fuel. Without a talented codebreaker to get us upon the Star Destroyer, how shall we make good of our plan?
Fie upon it. Unless thou by some chance dost keep a thief within thy pocket, all our plans are finished.
I can do it. Could do it. Capable of them.
What sayest thou? Who speaks?
What? Who? When? Why?
What's this? Again, I ask, what sayest thou?
You're muted, I believe.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, shoot. Apologies. I could not help but hear ye spoke so loudly, whilst I lay me down. To try to slumber, sleep, somnambulate. Codebreaker, thief, I am the man you need.
We speak not merely of pickpocketing.
Do not judge me by my raiment. Long have I been familiar with the codes, the shrewd first order, Yusuf. Yeah, long time. Is it if the price is right, I'll break. Ye into snooks, private chamber.
Nay, we are fine.
We have the matter fixed.
Catago, I'll be on my way. Farewell.
DJ short circuits the cell door, walks out. Exit DJ.
Hath he just found a way to...
Verily, we must depart anon. Finn, hither follow.
Exeunt Rose and Finn, leaving the cell. Enter DJ. Enter BB-8, severally, with several policemen who are bound and gagged.
Ruble, Fleebliss, Blue Wog, Lurks, Blee, Vig, Fleeboo, Bloomfleet, Bluesaw, Soon, Bleak, Zood.
Droid, didst thou do this? Impressive, droid.
Enter policeman 2.
Raise thou thine hands. Raise them.
So shall I, Sirrah.
BB-8 begins shooting coins from his interior towards policeman 2, hitting him.
Zoom, Blue, Blah, Bleerish, Fleezoon, Bleesu, Roo.
DJ strikes policeman 2, knocking him unconscious.
Bleefit, Bleery, Zoon, Blees, Bleep, Flubik, Blee, Z Royal Blocks, Royal Flib, Blees, Bay, Zvoom, Vleer.
What is thy story, rounded round rotund one?
Exeunt DJ and BB-8 together. Exeunt bound guards severally. Enter 2 more policemen.
The knaves did run this way. Lock down the exits ere they can make an escape.
Look, sir, a hole. They flee within the sewers by my troth.
All policemen walk aside in pursuit. Enter Rose Tico and Finn.
My nose found not that cesspit to my liking. The Cantobite police shall come forthwith. What shall we do? I fain would know thy thoughts.
Several fathiers.
Ye gentles, pray, attend the voice of one you mayhap look on with suspicious eye. We are not brutes, not beasts, but fathiers grand, a graceful race of giant, noble steeds, considered prisoners in Cantobite. Our lot is to be ta'en from these small stables unto the racing track to run our fastest, so Cantobite's rich citizens may have a moment of great mirth at our expense. Then back unto our pens inadequate. Too small to lie down, we are made to stand until our joints and bones are calling out and we're released for yet another race. An endless cycle built of slavery. We shall help you escape if you help us.
Yea, we'll release these sands a second thought, O brave and noble creatures much abused.
Enter stable children. Arashel, Oniho, and Tamiri.
Fear not, ye little ones. I prithee do not call the guards who would discover us. Behold, my ring and hidden sign within. This symbol ye do recognize, I'll wager. We come from the resistance. Can you help?
Sweet children, thank you for your constant kindness. Come now, resistance soldiers, on my back, and we shall raise a storm more violent than the residents of Cantobite e'er saw.
Rose and Finn climb onto Fathier One's back. Chaos ensues.
Go, go, resistance, go, and fare you well.
Enter chorus. Hold tight unto your seats, expectant crowd, and you shall see the Fathiers take their flight. Policemen left behind in dust and cloud, when Fathiers make stampede through Cantobite. The guests of the casino feel a shake, then burst the Fathiers even through the wall. The patrons panic, screaming midst the quake. Around them the casino's glory falls. The croupiers run for their very lives, while guests, like Abla Marlborough, shout in fright. No bit of the decorum here survives. Ere shall rip their memories, the call this night. Exit chorus. Exeunt all except Rose, Finn, and Fathier one.
O ride unusual and fearful too. Methinks thou hast enjoyed this folly, Rose. We rode through spaces tiny, far too tight, dogged by the mean police and speeders fast, who finally destroyed our transport pod. As Fathiers did draw near on the beach, as leaves before the wildest hurricane do fly, we mounted up the hillside and evaded the police who followed on. A ride I shall not soon forget, my friend.
Enter two policemen in spears from a distance.
Alas, we have been trapped upon this cliff.
'Twas worth the fight to tear the town in two.
My friend, thou savest us by thy bravery. Fly hence, be free with all thy waiting herd. Go, knowing that thou hast our gratitude.
Removes the Fathier's saddle.
I wish thy freedom came along with mine. My thanks I add to thine, in friendship true.
Exit Fathier one.
E'en now, 'twas worth it, now that they are free.
Enter BB-8 in the Libertine nearby.
Bluesy fig royal zoom blay fleet zephyr flew. Blavu fleezood bleeblick zoon blue suit flew blees.
Ha! Cunning BB-8, fliest thou the ship?
Enter DJ behind BB-8 on the Libertine.
Hello! Necessitate now need a ride?
Reluctant allies of this man are we.
They who would beg cannot the choosers be.
Exeunt Rose and Finn on the Libertine, with DJ and BB-8 evading the police. Scene 3 on Octo. Enter Luke Skywalker.
The Force and I must reacquainted be. Too long have I turned guiltily away from all the Force hath been, is, and shall be. More, now than half my life hath I studied it, and been enwrapped within the mighty Force. Nay, as I say the words, the truth belies me. Hath not the Force been with me always? Yea, e'en as a baby brought by Obi-Wan to Tatooine and my adopted parents, e'en as I grew, though ignorant of it, the Force was there, around me, near me, in me. I was afeared. My training hopes were dashed, and in my fear and doubt I hid myself. Closed off was I, uncertain and alone. Though I was dwelling on this sacred island, this holy shrine of ancient Jedi practice, the Force and I neither sought, nor felt, nor used. Come, Force. Again Luke Skywalker doth reach. I feel the island, yea, all Octo too. The galaxy entire I sense indeed. Reach out unto thy sister true. Sweet Leia, thou art there in farthest space. Aboard thy ship, reposing and unwell. Mine eyes can nearly see thee, where thou liest. Thou sensest me as well, I know thou dost, and on thy lips doth fall a single look. O Force, O sister kind, too long, I shall not turn away from me again. Remain with me, and I in thee strong Force. A Jedi calls to thee in longing tones.
Exit Luke. Enter Rey. Enter Kylo Ren aside. Sans his doublet. They are joined in the Force.
I'd rather not be in thy presence now.
Yea, also could I say the same to thee.
How should I speak to this deserted man and hope to focus on the conversation? Say, wherefore didst thou hate thy father kind? Hast thou no cloak or towel thou canst use?
Kylo dons his doublet.
I shall repeat, why hatest thou thy father? I prithee, render me an honest answer. Thou hadst a father who did love thee well, did care for thee, and raise thee as his own. Did he care for thee and raise thee as his own? Pah! Weep I angry tears to think upon it.
I hated not my father.
Wherefore then?
Then wherefore what? Then wherefore what? Go on.
Why didst thou murder him? I do not know, and never shall the matter comprehend.
How couldst thou, since thy parents threw thee out? until they looked on thou less than garbage.
It was not so.
Aye, 'twas. And yet now needest them, and cannot stop thyself from needing them, but like shall ever need them too, sans cease. It is thy greatest weakness. Thou dost search for thy two wayward parents everywhere, first in Han Solo, now Luke Skywalker. Hath he told thee what happened on that night?
Yea.
Nay. The man had sensed my powers vast, e'en as he senses thine, and was afraid. By night he came to me, lightsaber brandished, with murderous intention in his eye. Mine only recourse was to make defense. I called my lightsaber to block his thrust. The shelter roof above my head became the nearest weapon I could use to stop him.
Thou art a liar.
Let the past lie dead. Yes, kill it if thou must. 'Tis how thou shalt become what thou art meant by fate to be.
The past is not dead. It is not even past.
Bethink thee on my words. Belike we shall discuss these things again, as wills the Force.
Kylo Ren turns aside, veiled.
Relieved of this most unexpected visit, erupting with both doubts and qualms, I'll walk. Ye rambling ocean waves, what can ye tell me? Search I below the place against which Luke cautioned. Toward the swampy mouth I scuttle slowly. Alas, brought down beneath the ocean cold, lo, under I shall sink, so get thee up, and now of drowning thoughts I float above. But what, pray tell, is this I now espy? In some strange-looking glass of magic made, like music or kind voice, it calleth me. I touch its surface, and behind, though I ken not the how, rays multiply at once. Eventually, scores of me do show. We stand in an unbroken line of clones, one body to another, each a copy. Unshaken, I do slyly raise my hand. Like fit machine, the rest all do the same. Did I, though, set the first wave off? Was it me? Methinks by chance I am merely the midpoint, as I do twist my hand to here and yon, ken still to know the source of this enchantment. E'en then I view myself, the full, behind. These 1,000 copies, each repeating too. How odd is this? I snap my fingers once, exactly now and behind, and now afore. My faithful set of copied sisters snap. I'll full up panic, should I be, perchance still. I am calm. I know this somewhere leads, shall show me what I came to view therein. Expose, I bid the glass, mine absent parents. Some shadow doth come close on the other side, yet as the haze doth lift, I spy what's there. What I do glimpse, my self-same visage there. Well, I did think I'd, in this cave, get answers, not cometh. Sounds. Alone have I ever been.
Nay, thou art not alone.
Nor then art thou. 'Tis not too late for thou to turn toward good. My hand I do extend to thee in peace.
As I do mine, in the hope of partnership.
They reach their hands towards each other.
I feel the touch and see a future bright, wherein the man doth deeds which presage good.
I feel the touch and see a future sight, wherein the woman worketh by my side.
There's light inside this man, his destiny. I had not dared to think it would be so.
'Tis dark inside this woman, 'tis her fate. I had not dared to look for such an equal.
Enter Luke Skywalker, seeing Rey and Kylo Ren connected in the Force.
Nay, it must never be. Desist anon.
Exit Kylo Ren.
Is it true? what he hath told me of thine actions. Did thou in anger try to kill him once?
Depart at once from this most sacred place. This island holds no welcome for thee yet.
Luke begins walking away.
Stop thou and listen, and if thou shalt not, I'll make thee. Yea, I shall not shun a fight.
Rey knocks Luke down with her quarterstaff.
Wert thou the one? Createst thou Kylo Ren?
Though I have not known for years combat, I shall not let her best me in her rage.
Luke parries and dodges her, defending himself with a rod. They duel.
Thou shalt give me the answers I desire.
Nay, in thine anger thou shalt never win.
My quarterstaff is not enough for thee. Then feel the power of thy lightsaber.
Rey calls Luke's lightsaber to her, engaging it as Luke falls.
Thou art belike less powerful than thou thinkst. Tell me the truth of what did happen that night.
I saw the darkness in him all around. I sensed it building in him day by day. Full many moments as I trained him, the darkness rose, and I bore witness to it. I went to him by night, whilst he did sleep, and looked inside the man. There I did see the darkness far beyond what I imagined. Snoke had already turned his youthful heart. Ben Wood, I saw, breathe pain, destruction, death, the end of all that I had ever loved, because of what he would one day become. For one brief moment, most unfortunate, mine instinct called on me to halt this future, keep it from being his reality, as if I could. I brandished my lightsaber, yet, even as I did, the impulse passed, and it was a momentary shadow. I felt then only shame, yet consequence did follow on as I saw Ben awake. Behold, his master and his uncle, with a bold lightsaber held too near his head. The last thing I observed were his two eyes, the eyes belonging to a frightened boy, whose master failed him utterly that night. He called his lightsaber, brought down the roof. The rest of what I told you was the truth.
Thou failedest in thinking all his choices were made, yet they are not. There's conflict in him still. If he but turn from the dark side, then the tide of all our struggles too may shift. This could be the key to how the resistance wins.
This scene shall not play out as thou dost think.
It shall indeed. Just now, as we touched hands, I saw his future, feats that he shall do. I saw them, even as I see thee here. If I but go to him, Ben Solo may, and shall and will, whatever come. He turned.
Pray, hear me, I implore thee, do not this.
Here then is thy lightsaber. Take it, please. Be thou the Jedi and the needed hero. Nay, thou dost not and wilt not wear the mantle. I feel it in thy spirit disinclined. The choice is made. If it shall not be thee, Ben Solo turning is our only hope.
Exit, Rey.
Oh, heavy heart and odious result. I, once more, my family and friends. Indeed, all that is good and worthy failed. Below me, Rey is gone, and this for good. As flies the falcon from the island's shores, what vanity hath brought me to this place? What grave mistakes and petty arguments? How hath Luke Skywalker become the man who would refuse to fight for what is right? Methinks mine inclination hath been proven. The time arriveth for the Jedi's end. Whatever made us with such large discourse, looking before and after gave us not the capability and godlike reason to rest in us unused. Now, whether it be beseechal oblivion or craven scruple, of thinking too precisely on the event, a thought which courted, hath but one part wisdom, and ever three parts coward. I know not why yet I live to say this thing's to do. When I have cause and will and strength to do it, my thoughts be action or be nothing worth. Upon the instant I shall take a torch, and to the ancient Jedi tree I'll go.
Luke finds a torch and approaches the tree.
I shall not wait for the Jedi's end. but bring it. Shall be the cause whereby the Jedi cease. No more plague to the galaxy with failure, with ignorance over what the future holds. And sorry. I shall not wait for Jedi's end, but bring it. Shall be the cause whereby the Jedi cease. No more to plague the galaxy with failure, with ignorance over what the future holds, and arrogance over what the time doth need. Come, flames, and put an end to Jedi folly.
Enter Ghost of Yoda.
Good Master Yoda. Visitation rare.
Young Luke Skywalker. Not as though peradventure expected me here.
I shall end all of this, the tree, the text, the Jedi. Burn the very center with its ancient wisdom tomes and mystery. Its pyre shall light the start of some new age. Yet, even on the moment fails my strength, I can't burn it. Nay, it means too much.
Lightning strikes the tree, which bursts into flames.
Alas, the tree alight not by my hand, and Master Yoda giggling all the while. I shall protect the text, save them from ruin. Yet even as I try, another blast doth rock me back upon the stony ground. 'Tis far too late. The sacred Jedi. 'Tis far too late. The sacred texts are gone.
Ernest Skywalker, misty have I by my troth. Ever wert thou solemn?
Thou helpst it to burn. Thus it is time. The Jedi order old to meet its end.
Forsooth, time it is. For thou, Luke, to look beyond a pile of books old.
The sacred Jedi text, not merely books.
What's the mass now then? Neither page turners they were, nor hid folios. Wisdom held they, true. The library, though, contained naught which Rey hath not. Oh, good Skywalker, still looking to the horizon, not at what's here, no!
I was unwise and weak, a Jedi fool.
Thou lost Ben Solo, that much unchangeable is. Lose Rey, we must not.
I cannot be the thing she needs me to.
Heed'st my words thou'st not. Pass on what thou hast learned, not in part, but full. Strength, mastery, yes, yet also weakness follow. Failure also ye, failure most of all. The most immense, profoundest teacher failure is. We are what they grow beyond. 'Tis the burden true of masters, us too.
Excellent. Scene 4. Board the Libertine, the Finalizer, and the Radis. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, BB-8, and DJ aboard the Libertine above, on balcony.
4 parsecs still remain. The ship doth move.
I hope 'tis fast enow to be in time. Thou canst the codes break once we do arrive.
Since thou hast introduced the matter, yea, I can do that which ye would have me do. Yet ere 'tis done, we must discuss the price.
Once thou hast plied thy trade, the good resistance shall give to thee whatever 'tis thou willst.
What in the meantime, for deposit's sake?
Art thou in jest? For naught do we possess.
Is that which thou dost wear a Hansian smelt to something?
Nay, for we have given our word. Thou shalt have funds. This should be pledged enow.
Good gentles, I would gladly help ye more. It sounds more trifle, nay, not none of doing.
Rose hands DJ her medallion.
Do it, and we shall speak no more of this.
Now I can help ye in good faith, my friends.
Exit Rose. DJ begins looking around the ship.
Fie, render her the pendant back again. Thou knowest not how fixed on it she is. Say wherefore thou search thou thine own ship? O rascal, I do fathom 'tis not thine.
Zeus blue, blay, rublik, blee, flew, blease, blowflix, black, flurvy, rosun, bleasit, flurvy, refleet.
He says I stole the ship.
Fine, did I hear?
'Tis false, for we did steal it, he and I.
This can be said, at least thou stealest from most wicked people, enemies of good.
To call these good or bad is rhetoric. Shall we discover who once owned this ship, ere we did take it into possession?
DJ searches the ship's databanks.
Oh, its owner was a dealer in war goods, who sold his armaments unto the bad, yea, and the good by the taxonomy. Finn, let me teach thee of the galaxy. To solve a massive and complex machine, live free, don't join, is my philosophy.
Finn, BB-8, and DJ continue flying silently. Enter Captain Peavy and General Hux aboard the finalizer. Aside.
More empty, slow resistance ships we slay. The one we did destroy most recently was the last of their support ships, verily. We draw still closer to their final cruiser.
Pray, how much longer hath its fuel reserves?
Our calculation says 'tis critical.
Exuent, Hux, and Peavy. Enter Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo, Commander Dacey, and resistance soldiers on the bridge of the Radis. Enter Poe Dameron on the bridge.
I ask by name for the Serpent Tyrant. Is Admiral Hollow here upon the bridge?
The Admiral hath banned thee from the bridge. I bid thee, let us not play some foul scene.
Nay, let us. This scene shall serve me well. I'll take the stage to Hollow Cross and see some evidence of her sagacity. But Admiral Hollow, hark! I'll speak with thee.
Flyboy from his hive hath hither come, prepared to sting the queen and take her honey.
Though nothing, neither word nor hint, has told of what our fate in Holdow's craft shall hold. Thou wouldst have died 1,000 times before acknowledge thine own inability to understand both art and everything throughout the universe that ere was told. I bid thee, Admiral, give us out of hope.
When I served under Leia, oft she'd say, hope's glow is like the sun. If thou dost only believe it doth exist when thou canst see it.
Thou never shalt get through the night. I know it. A strange and likely saying, to be sure.
Indeed.
Yet matter turns from bad to worse. What is this treachery upon these screens? 'Tis long since I first trod the passageways of this ill-fated ship, and now the rays of our troubled destinies, methinks, are gathering to a focus speedily. Incomprehensibly officious year. The screens show you are fueling up the transport. Each one? Abandoned ship is thus the plan? Thou Holdo brought us to this moment bleak. O feeble coward! Those few transport ships unarmed are, unshielded, unprotected. Sure we this cruiser live, our end is nigh. Our fate is sealed, our destiny is fixed. We stand no chance of seeing our tomorrow. Fie! Coward was too soft a word for thee. A better word is traitor, by my troth.
Guards, come and take this man from off my bridge.
Exeunt Holdo, Daisy, and all resistance soldiers, save Poe.
Finn, hear me. Holdo purposes would place the crew aboard the shuttles to forsake the ship. A fearful idea suddenly doth drive the blood in torrents on my heart, so that for some brief time I had relapsed into insensibility. I fear that thou and Rose shall not return in time. I pray thee tell me different. Where are you?
We make our way toward the fleet anon. So near we are and shall arrive forthwith.
Servility of meditation hath seduced our Heimer to error, Finn. Have you the master codebreaker attained?
Thee is a word too delicate for now. Try a master codebreaker we found. We shall the tracker disengage, my friend, but buy us time and will fulfill thy deed.
Here is no doubt, inaccuracy and misunderstanding both. 'Tis well. Come soon. The time hath come to tell the Admiral.
Exit Poe.
We're coming to the vast First Order fleet, yet if we caution show, will not be seen. I'm cloaking our approach, thus to remain free from the snooping senses of their scopes. We cut a small incision in their shield, like a sly physician plying surgery, and slip betwixt with a cunning trickery. Now we are through, the code breaker breaks the code.
Exeunt Rose, Finn, BB-8, and DJ from the balcony. Enter Vice Admiral Emmeline Holdo, talking with Poe Dameron on the Radis. Enter with them Commander Daisy, Resistance soldiers, Lieutenant Connix, and Resistance pilots.
A worker from our maintenance division, a stormtrooper, a droid, a code breaker. They walk into a what and a why and a where? Is this the start of some unwitty jest?
They do attempt to save us and our ship. The greatest chance we have doth lie with them. If we will make escape before we're slain. The situation of our humble party is lamentable indeed, in the heart of space, unknown, and at loss what route to take, full ignorant of distance to our place of destination, with no being near who may give console, help, or succour us. Thou must give Finn and Rose what time thou canst.
Thou bettest the survival of the resistance on bad odds, putting everyone at risk? There's no time for foolish nonsense, Poe. I prithee, swiftly load the transport pods. We must get clear of this overpowered cruiser.
I am not surprised to perceive that thou hadst long made up thy mind upon a point, which hath occasioned much discussion amongst my friends and me. Methought thou wouldst say.
Poe, Connix, and pilots raise their blasters and aim them at Holdo, Daisy, and the soldiers.
My son Holdo, hereby I relieve thee of command of this our final ship. I do so thinking only of survival for our crew, our ship, and our resistance too.
I hope thou knowest well the consequences of thine actions here.
Indeed I do. They shall remember me. 'Tis well we spoke in time. We shall get into place of safety soon as possible. I shall away onto the bridge at once. If they do move, feel free to stun them all.
Exeunt Holdo, Daisy, and soldiers guarded by pilots. Exeunt Poe and Connix severally. Gonna redo that again. Exeunt Holdo, Daisy, and soldiers guarded by pilots. Exeunt Poe and Connix severally. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, BB-8, and DJ aboard the finalizer.
Now we're on the finalizer more, fools we. When we were home, then were we in a better place. But travelers must be content. What now?
First, BB-8, to screen thee. Now put this box atop thy droidly frame, and feign thou art a mouse-like droid that fixes.
Blocks Fleeblis Fluzoon Fleerish Royal Zoom Roll.
Enter the wicked droid BB-9E aside, scanning the others.
Reflow Flabio Rail Blable Blinze.
Exit BB-9.
We are almost have arrived, be not afeared. Here stands the door whereof I told ye both. Forthwith we'll see the tracker just behind.
This is my moment, then, and I shall do it.
DJ short circuits the door panel using Rose's medallion, and then returns it to her.
The Hazian silver seal smelt. Best conductor, thou gavest to me, and I to thee return. Thou art most welcome for thy silent thanks.
A plan to make return unto the fleet should be our next endeavor, thinkest thou not?
I know where we may find the nearest pods, with which fast escape we can soon make.
Of course thou dost. Know he the means by which he may make his escape at every turn? Was ever a hero quite so slippery?
Enter Poe Dameron and Lieutenant Connix above on balcony, on the bridge of the Radis, speaking to the others via a communicator. Throughout the following scene, action occurs above and below.
Sweet BB-8, I bid thee give me news that shall immediately, like the murmur of water, fall most gently on my ear.
Zoom zood blayflee blee rock blue blix blee.
Oh, we have almost finished with our task. Now make the cruiser fit for light speed to jump.
My friend, our evil destiny pursues, as if in exultation. Ready we shall be, unto thy noble task forthwith.
Exhumed all people on balcony except Poe, Connix, and C-3PO.
Captain Dameron, Vice Admiral Holdo lately searched for thee.
Indeed, we spoke. That motley drama, oh, be sure it shall not be forgot, good droid.
Sorry. Sir, thou art here, upon the bridge, and press the buttons of the ship as thou wert in charge. I am almost afraid to ask.
Good instinct, 3PO. Our misery is manifold. Proceed with this in mind. I shall shut down the lights throughout the ship to focus all our power for light speed. Yet what is this that doth transpire below? I see upon the screens that Holdo and her group of willing co-conspirators attack the pilots we did leave behind, to guard them where they stood. Seal down the doors!
Our time is nearly past.
How fares it, man?
The thing is almost done. 1 second more.
C-3PO begins to leave the balcony.
C-3PO, where goest thou? Thy talents are of no common order, and thy powers of mind gigantic are. I'll need thee here.
It would be quite against my programming to join the party of a mutiny. It is a point of protocol, correct? Should I engage with mutiny hereon, the bounty on my head could be enormous.
Door to the bridge begins to spark and flame.
Alack, what danger new comes hereupon?
Finn, there are circumstances which, when coupled with late events, give an unworldly and portentous character unto this instance. Thus here, we are prepared to make the jump.
'Tis now or never, newfound ally.
Now!
The door to the tracker opens.
Now, Rose, on to the task for which thou camest.
Enter several First Order troopers, led by BB-90.
Lotsberzo zop fair flea blop flea ross.
There! Put up thy hands and drop thy weapons, else we shall make forfeit of your lives. Get down. Must I repeat, down or be dead?
Blee flop vlee blot boda flea zeef, blaro fos flea blop flublin blee blot.
Enter Captain Phasma.
FN2187, welcome back. Prepare thy metal for thy final scene.
Exeunt Rose, Finn, and DJ, guarded by Phasma, BB-90, and troopers.
Have I gone mad? In my great visions I attempt glimpses of eternity. Yet they were false, disproven in a trice. They made it not, and were nearly breached.
Door to the bridge bursts open. Enter General Leia Organa on balcony.
Oh, Leia, those are gone. Bring aid to me.
Shot doth end this pointless mutiny.
Exeunt. Scene 5. Aboard the Millennium Falcon and the Supremacy. Enter Rey.
My life of scavenging I left behind when I departed my old home, Jakku. Yet one more scavenge made I on the island. The sacred Jedi texts I have attained to keep them safe, since Luke refused to join us. Forgive me, noble ancient Jedi line, and all who went before for thievery. I did but steal to save ye from the grave.
Enter Chewbacca and R2-D2.
'Tis time, Chewbacca, for my fateful launch onto Snoke's ship, the feared supremacy. As soon as it is done, pray get you hence. Jump to light speed and out of range again. Stay there until I signal thee to come.
I'll do it, though I worry for thy life.
Beep, woo, woo, beep, squeak, woo. Farewell, sweet lass, until we meet again.
And thou dost see Finn, Chewie. Tell him I...
Tell him, perhaps, that thy regard for him is inexpressible in human language.
'Tis perfect. Tell him that, I bid thee.
Be well, my bold co-pilot and my friend.
Go with hope and courage, gentle Rey.
Exeunt Chewbacca and R2-D2, the Millennium Falcon, as Rey travels in a pod to the Supremacy.
Now, to another chapter of my tale. I go to face my foe, mayhap my friend, the man, Ben Solo, he called Kylo Ren. My body strong and ready for this fight, my lightsaber in hand for my defense. These things are all I thither take withal to the Supremacy below, belike to Kylo Ren and Leader Snoke themselves. Be still, be calm, be neither vexed nor anxious. This moment either shall undo me or bring new hope to the drained resistance ranks.
Enter Kylo Ren and the First Order troopers and officers.
I fly within the hangar of the ship, 1,000 troopers mean surrounding me, TIE fighters and vast waiting walkers too. Through steam, the viewport shows me Kylo Ren, awaiting my arrival, welcoming me to his master's vessel as a trophy. The pod's small door doth open, and we two are here, together in a single place, not merely joined by mystery of the Force. 2 troopers stand aside with binder strong. This, then, is how he'll bring me to his lord.
Come now, into this lift as prisoner.
Kylo Ren and Rey enter a lift bound for Snoke's chamber.
Thou art not bound to do these errant deeds, to hand me over to thy dreadful lord. I feel the conflict deep inside thy heart, which presently doth tear thy soul in twain. Ben, we did touch, and I observed the future, the shape of it, yet solid and most clear. Thou shalt not bow before thy leader Snoke, but turn, and I shall help thee. Thus saw I.
I saw a vision too, and what I saw tells me that when the moment doth arrive, 'tis thou shalt turn and stand with me as one. Yet there is more. I saw thy parents too, both who they are and what they did to thee.
Enter Supreme Leader Snoke as Rey, Kylo Ren, and officers reach his chambers. Enter the Praetorian Guard aside.
Well done, thou good and faithful servant mine. My faith in thee hath truly been restored. Together we shall end the Jedi line. Intense, evasive Rey, my welcome's thine. It warms my soul to see thee here aboard. Well done, thou good and faithful servant mine. Rey, thou shalt find my power all but divine, and that of mine apprentice sharp as sword. Together we shall end the Jedi line. Once we do break thee, which is our design, then Kylo Ren shall earn his just reward. Well done, thou good and faithful servant mine. Thou shalt reveal to us Skywalker's shrine, where he doth hide from our First Order horde. Together we shall end the Jedi line. Here in Rey, thy calm guise will undermine. Bold Kylo Ren, my thanks I do afford. Well done, thou good and faithful servant mine. Together we shall end the Jedi line.
Act 4, Scene 1. Aboard the Radis in a transport pod. Enter General Leia Organa, Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo, Lieutenant Connix, C-3PO, and other resistance soldiers and pilots boarding transports. Poe Dameron's unconscious body is loaded onto a transport.
Poe is adept at making trouble, yay. Which may be wherefore I do like him so.
Me too. I ever love the cocky ones. But now for thee, both admiral and friend, the time hath come for thee to board thy transport.
The purpose of the transports is escape. There must be one, however, who doth stay to pilot the empty cruiser to the last.
Too many tragic losses have I borne. Another loss I cannot tolerate.
Thou canst and wilt. Indeed, thou taught'st me how.
Sweet long-time friend, this is a sad farewell.
Oh, may the force...
I say the words now. I prithee, this time let them come from me.
Oh, may the force be always with thee, friend.
They embrace. Exit Holdo toward the bridge. Leia and all others board a transport pod.
Our slide device of cloaking hath been triggered. We should therefore be off our foe's sharp scopes.
This plan must work, or it shall work us woe.
I am awake, yet all is like a dream. Methinks I saw the general arrive upon the bridge. How long ago was this? Alas! And now an undescribable uneasiness possesses me. A species of nervous hesitation and a tremor. I have my bearings now. Aboard the transport. My cause is lost. The cruiser now abandoned. Nay, nay, it must not be.
Poe, hither come. See whither we are bound, O pilot brash.
My old inquisitiveness now returns. What is the planet whereon thou dost look, which lingereth below us like a promise?
The mineral planet Crate, uncharted hideout from back in the rebellion days of old.
It is a rebel base? The cards are dealt.
Long since abandoned. Heavily armored, though, with power now to send a signal of distress unto our allies, scattered through the outer rim.
Vice Admiral Holdo knew the rank First Order only tracked our cruiser, yet paid no mind unto the transport small.
We could until the surface is deep unnoticed, ahead until the vile First Order passes, while I was wrapped in admiration of another lovely vision. Holdo planned a better future still. Her plan may work.
She was more interested in protecting the light and life of our resistant hopes than in becoming something like a hero.
I tread with heavy footsteps on the world. Presume everyone hath heard of me, the mighty Poe, heroic he, and brave. Hath thou heard of all his mighty exploits? What vanity and self-importance this, whilst strong by Admiral Holdo hath revealed a path superior to mine in every respect, sans boasting, self-aggrandizing, and verily, sans threatening mutiny. She hath the cunning plan pursued and realized. Poe, from this moment, know humility, know when to listen, how to calm thy rage, know when another's thought should earn compliance, know how to show correct obedience, know that you lead, shall following require.
Into Vice Admiral Holdo above, on balcony, on the bridge of the Radis.
Godspeed, you rebels. Find your destiny, and ever shall the force remain with ye.
Exeunt. Scene 2. Aboard the Finalizer. Enter 2 execution troopers.
I say, my friend, hello. Hast thou been well?
I always am on execution day. There's nothing so delightful to my soul as to bedeck myself in white and black, betake myself unto the weapons vault, take up my laser axe, then kill a man. Or a woman, 'tis needed. All's the same.
Indeed, our posts are enviable to all. Tell me, how hast thou spent thine idle time since last I saw thee at an execution?
I'll tell thee truly, I have read a book about the Jedi and their bygone power.
The Jedi? News surprising. I hope thou hast no intent to turn resistance, hast thou?
Of course not. Think thou no such thing of me. In all the reading, though. Oh, shoot, sorry. Of course not. Think thou no such thing of me. In all the reading, though, I something learned. Didst thou know Jedi Masters had the power to make themselves appear in one place whilst they're actually in another place? They could project an image of themselves to make all think they're somewhere they are not.
Oh, strange ability and passing rare. The implication, though, huh?
Are massive, aye. What if 'twere only Qui-Gon Jinn's appearance which Darth Maul did defeat upon Naboo?
Indeed, what if old Obi-Wan Kenobi still liveth, never by Vader was slain?
Eden Yoda, who hath perished, so 'tis said, on Dagobah, may still survive today.
Mayhaps there is some Jedi convocation where all the Jedi Masters still reside most happily.
Be like they rest upon a beach somewhere in quiet meditation, ere sending the appearance of themselves on some small task across the galaxy. Hollow a facade of Obi-Wan, get ye unto the market for to buy me milk.
I'll nay take out the garbage, nay, send mine appearance thither to the trash compactor.
Did not I see thee just the other day perambulating with another woman? Nay, love, it was not me, but my Vernier.
Very thought. Yet, something feels amiss and sits not right within my soul. Though we do joke, could not this power be used to thwart an enemy in times of war? Like, could not a whole generations have been saved if the Jedi sent the appearances of themselves to situations dire? And could not this prove our undoing if it were ever used?
'Tis well then we do hunt the final Jedi, the last one ever who could use a power like this against us. Soon enow this threat will be a clear impossibility.
Are we, friend, duty bound to tell what thou hast learned to General Hux or Kylo Ren?
A fair and valid point. And furthermore, such as may recommend us to our leaders. What thinkest thee of this? We chop the heads from these two troublesome resistance necks, then go at once into our leaders and make full report. How falls that on thine ears?
A noble and most worthy plan, good comrade. Though this ability of which thou speakest is little used, and peradventure never shall be employed, still, as we all do learn,
The better part of valor is discretion. Indeed, thou hast it right. Now off we go.
must make haste.
Or heads shall roll.
Enter Rose Tico, Finn, BB-8, and DJ, guarded by Captain Phasma and several First Order troopers and officers. Enter General Hux.
Thou traitor! My hand is too good for thee, but it shall serve its purpose on thy face.
Hux slaps Finn.
Well done, strong Captain Phasma. They are ours.
Thy ship and gold Ian was promised thee.
Thou lying vicious snake and villain too.
We all were caught. I, Mold and Maud, made a deal.
Wait, foe, what hadst thou? Wherewith thou couldst bargain?
We checked the information from the thief who operated our decloaking stand, and verily, like magic, they appeared. Full 30 transport ships of the Resistance have taken to the air, outside the cruiser hangar.
He told the truth. Well, wonders never cease. A thief who tells no lies. A most rare thing. Next thing one knows, we shall have honest statesmen. Stand, all our weapons ready.
Yes, my general.
Then fire at will.
Exit Hux.
Nay, fiend.
Oh, never, nay.
Fie, bastard murderess, thou villain based.
Why bastard? Wherefore base? Now God stand up. For bastards do dwindle easy, Finn. They bomb thy ships today, thou theirs tomorrow. 'Tis not but busy busted business, see?
How wrong thou art, thou fickle man.
Exit DJ. The finalizer begins firing on resistance transports. Enter Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo above on balcony in the Radis. Enter Resistance Pilot 2 in a beam.
Vice Admiral, we take unceasing fire. What is thine order? Shall we turn around?
Nay, nay, the ship is much too far away. Fly thou with full speed to the planet.
Ah.
Exit Pilot 2 from beam, dying.
Incredible. This day of reckoning, we stand like a man at a mark, with a whole army shooting at us presently.
Enter General Leia Organa, Poe Dameron, Lieutenant Connix, and Resistance Pilot 3, below, stage right, aside.
Alas! Our way at every step and plunge doth grow more noisome and more horrible. Give it full thrusters and full speed, I bid thee.
I do, sir. I would live as much as thee. I swiftly fly, that we may swiftly flee.
This slaughter shall not be the rebels' end. I'll take what vengeance may be mine, even though it cost my life. 'Twill be my legacy.
Enter General Hux, Captain Peavy, and First Order Officer 2, stage left, aside.
Sir, that resistance cruiser doth prepare to make a final jump into light speed.
'Tis empty, and doth seek to pull attention from all the transport pods that thither flee. Pay ye no mind to this pathetic move. Maintain thy fire upon the transport group.
An execution with the blaster is too high a fate for these two scraps of tin. Let us, I prithee, fill their deaths with pain. Come, executioners, unto your work.
They kick us from our knees onto our stomachs. This powerless position is our last.
They brandish laser axes, passing fearful. Come, Finn, prepare thy heart and soul for death.
Behold yon Holdo in the cruiser there. She turns the ship and flees the scene at once.
Nay, 'tis the farthest action from her mind. In charity, none give more liberally. She shall give all, that we may yet survive.
Exuent Leia, Poe, Connix, and Pilot 3.
What's this I see? The cruiser turns to us, as if it were an arrow. We the target. Fire on that cruiser with 1,000 deaths!
Exuent Hux, Peavy, and Officer 2, in dismay.
Hear my command of steel maid. Execute.
My final act for ye, resistance true. The ship is all prepared, and I do call the mighty power of light speed to come and bring a time for retribution hither. Adieu. Remember me, my rebels sweet. To you who do remain within the fleet, remember me. The force shall go with ye. Sing someday songs of memory for me. Upon the bridge, aboard the raddest good, with flag to breeze of deepest space unfurled, here once the brave, embattled admiral stood and fired the final shot heard round the world.
Holdo engages Lightspeed and crashes the Radis into the finalizer. She dies, exuent all below in confusion amidst the blast. Scene 3. Aboard the Supremacy. Enter Rey, Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Snoke, and the Praetorian Guard.
Come closer, child, that I may see thy face.
Rey does not move.
Thy strength is great. The darkness riseth up, and light doth come beside to meet it there. I warned my young apprentice that as he grew stronger, his own equal in the light would rise as well. Skywalker I'd assumed, but 'twas not so. For once my thought was wrong.
Snoke used the Force to take Rey's lightsaber from her.
My words, were they not clear? Come closer yet.
Snoke uses the Force to drag Rey close to him.
You underestimate Skywalker, yea, Ben Solo too, for thus is he yet called. You underestimate even me as well, and in the end will be your downfall final.
Alas, hast thou seen aught weakness, mayhap, in mine apprentice? Thus thou hither camest. Foolish youth, 'twas I who breached your minds. I stoked the fire of Ren's conflicted soul, full knowing he had not the strength to hide the blaze from thee. And thou, unsullied soul, hadst neither wisdom nor experience, nay, nor the patience to resist the bait. Now hear me. Thou shalt give me Skywalker, then I shall kill thee with the cruelest stroke.
Nay, it shall never be.
Forsooth it shall. Give everything to me as I do will, or I shall break thy body piece by piece, e'en as thou sufferest. I sense thy thoughts, which do betray thy master's hidden place, the planet, and the island, and the shelters. I see them well within thy broken mind. Good. Methought Skywalker not so wise. I shall give him and all the Jedi Order the death he so keenly doth desire. Desire, indeed, and doth deserve as well. Once all the rebels weak hath been destroyed, our fleet shall make our way unto his planet, there to obliterate the island whole. No tidal wave was ever so immense as comes when the First Order rules the sea.
Come, Force, I need thee in this desperate hour.
Rey uses the Force to take her lightsaber from Snoke, but Snoke deflects her attempt. Her lightsaber returns to him, striking her on the way.
Thy childish hate redounds upon thy pate. Such spunk and guile, yet I shall break it still. Observe the situation far beyond. The undersized resistance in their transports do die like fleas upon a mongrel's back. Forthwith the fleet shall be destroyed. For thee and those thou lovest, all is lost.
My lightsaber, he watches by the Force. I shall take another, but not my own. Come, cross-shaped lightsaber of Kylo Ren, I call thee to my hand, a bow to slay.
And still thou hast a fiery spirit of hope. Like embers searching for a final glory, thou hast the spirit of a Jedi true. No
more of words, I come at you, you cur! He pushes me, and 'twere a little task, I fall back at the feet of Kylo Ren. My quick attack foreshortened by his power.
Because of thy most Jedi-minded spirit, thou art the perfect answer to death's call.
Now, sans my power or my will, I spin, brought, powerless and prone, to Kylo Ren in perfect posture for an execution. Mine own. Oh, Ben, if ever, hear me now.
Apprentice worthy, son of darkness thou, the heir apparent to Lord Vader's line. Where there was conflict, now I sense resolve. Where there was weakness, strength in thee abides. Complete thy training, grasp thy destiny.
Take the lightsaber, as he doth wish. E'en as I guard my thoughts most carefully. I know what I must do.
Ben.
Thinkest thou that even on the instant thou mayst turn him? Pathetic child and simple to a fault. I cannot be betrayed by anyone. I cannot be beaten be. I see his mind. I see the pure intention of his will, and how it pleaseth me, like lovers' kiss. I see him turn the lightsaber around, that it may strike its mark with purpose true.
As Snoke speaks, Rey's lightsaber next to him begins to move.
And now, thou foolish child, he doth ignite the lightsaber to slay his one true foe.
He speaks, and it is so. The lightsaber hath turned and is ignited, but not mine. The lightsaber beside him shows its light, and on the instant he is rent in twain.
Oh, miracle, I am released at once.
Et tu, brute Kylo, then fall, leader Snoke.
Snoke dies.
Now Ben hath called my lightsaber to me. I take it in my hand, and we shall fight. Yet not as enemies, as once we were, but here, as allies, gainst the waiting guards. The battle's on, 2 lightsabers as one.
Rey and Kylo begin fighting the Praetorian Guard.
How good this feels, to fight beside the girl, as if we two were made for combat shared, how we do spin and parry, dodge and duck 2 bodies in a swift, majestic dance, made for this moment, this fight and this chance.
Come 1, with whip made of electro chain. Come 2, with vibrobolt for slicing foes. I care not how your weapons threaten me, for Rey doth fly by the power of the sun. E'en as one doth by chain link pull me in, I twirl round and swiftly run him through.
Come 2 at once, and with Becento armed, I throw ye off, e'en as a third doth die. Around me they do stalk like hungry wolves, believing they shall, in their pack-like movements, trap Kylo Ren into an early death. Yet I do sense their tricks and slay them all.
Cut upon my shoulder, focus, Rey. Feel now the concentration thou once felt upon the island where Luke lately taught thee. Fie, trapped again, and in a hole too tight, my lightsaber in hand, most useless caught. Ha ha! I drop it into the other hand and slay the guard ere knows he how he failed.
This one hath cunningly disarmed me here, and catches me into a stranglehold. Across the way I see Rey hath prevailed. Looks she across to me with final foe, her lightsaber she tosses unto me. How much has changed since we in forest met. I catch it, turn it on, and this one falls.
All guards lie dead.
The fleet! Give them the order to stop firing. Time doth remain wherein will save the fleet. Ben, wherefore look'st thou solemn in delay? What is this pause I see upon thy face?
The time hath come to let old matters die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, the Jedi line, the rebels too. Let it all die hereafter. Rey, join me. I beseech thee earnestly. We shall conclude this bitter conflict and bring order to the galaxy entire.
Oh, Ben, do not do this. Take not this path.
Nay, nay, still thou holdest on, let go. The fears that once controlled thee cannot get to thee at all. Wouldst thou about thy parents know? Or hast thou ever known and hide it deep? Thou knowest the truth, and it shall set thee free. Say it, I bid thee.
They were nobody.
They were a pair of filthy, wretched traders, who dealt in junk and refuse all their days. They sold thee as a slave to fill their cups, a daughter gone to drink another day. They lie within a pauper's grave upon Jakku, the bleak and worthless desert of Jakku. Thou hast no rightful place within this tale. Thou camest, Rey, from nothing. Nothing art thou. Thy root is nothing, yea, and nothing comes from nothing. Nothing ever could. Dost hear? To me, though, thou art more. Thou something art. Join with me, please. It is thy destiny, please. Rey, here I stand vulnerable to thee.
Fear not, Rey, and pretend thou hearest him. Out, hand, and stretch toward him in his grasp, resembling one who would be wont to join. Forsaking him in all his wayward plans, oh, reach out for my lightsaber at once, retake thy rightful weapon in thy hand. Too late. by one small moment, for he hath unleashed his power too to take it back. Now here is something I have never seen. Been on the island where so much was strange. Our powers both work upon the saber. Nigh me it's pulled, but nigh to him as well. My strength and his strength deadlocked in a tug. Yet who shall win this battle for the weapon? Pray, focus, Ray, on all that thou hast learned, as if this were thy greatest lesson yet, to make thy training whole. Be present now, herein let calm come over thee, e'en as he harshly pulls against thee, strength to strength. Alas, we two are equal in our might. The lightsaber doth waver, but doth not tie unto any master it doth call. Nay, shall it, long as we are squarely fixed. Ends not this battle with a winner, nay, victorious neither of us shall be. Even as we pull, the lightsaber doth shine, resplendent, with a burning at its core. So strongly it is torn asunder, it may rupture rather than choose him or me. Indeed, it shall, I see it coming on. Luke's own lightsaber burst in twain anon. Escape for now, amidst the fire and fray, and depart, and struggle on another day.
Exeunt Ray and Kylo, severally. Scene 4. Aboard the Finalizer. Enter Rose Tico and Finn amid flames.
This sharp explosion did disrupt the scene, and all is hurly-burly everywhere. Say, Finn, art thou alive? We must depart. There is a shuttle far across the bay. We may yet flee if we are swift enough enow.
Enter Captain Phasma with several First Order troopers.
Stop, traitor. Into death thou shalt be led.
Enter BB-8 in AT-ST Walker, firing on the First Order troopers. Several are killed.
What unexpected treachery is this? I'll fire upon the bigger threat, and then I'll gladly kill FN-2187.
In the battle, top of the AT-ST Walker falls off, revealing BB-8 within.
Sie fili zoomro rock roofleak bleesvit swa bleak blevu vleeblip blazus blue fleur blue.
I'd not believe it had my eyes not seen. A droid of homicidal tendencies?
Finn, look behind thee. Phasma comes for thee. I shall protect thee, though it may cost my life.
Rose tries to shoot Phasma, but another trooper fires at her, forcing her aside.
Let us this most unhappy journey end, FN-2187. Thou hast been as swift as quicksilver, which courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body. Thou art an insect in a system grand.
Let us on to this fight, thou dome of chrome. And now 'tis on, with fervor I attack, and fight as never I have fought before. And for all the rank First Order did to me, for our resistance mighty but assailed, for Rose, she who hath given me all her trust, for mine own self to prove my spirit's just. Fie, fie, too near this precipice I stand. She knocks me back, and I do fall, alas.
Finn falls into a bay.
Nay!
Now for thee, thou lass of iron will.
Finn is lifted over Phasma on a rising platform.
Remember me? I fain would speak with thee.
Phasma turns toward Finn, who strikes her helmet.
This final blow shall put thee in thy place.
I wounded am, but shall get up anon. Thou ever wert a magnet drawing scum.
Nay, if thou callest me scum, say rebel scum.
The trapdoor beneath Phasma opens as the ship begins to collapse.
Blazy vrish fluzos flea bleep bleeblick zoon fleeg zoodra blees bleeflick bleep royal rook blay.
Rose climbs aboard the AT-ST.
Finn, come aboard and we shall thither fly.
If I should now delay, the more fool I.
Exeunt. Scene 5. Aboard the Supremacy. Enter General Hux. Enter Kylo Ren. the ground, unconscious.
Now might I do it, Pat. Now he is lying, and now I'll do it. Snoke doth lie here dead, thus I would be revenged. That would be scanned. A man lets die my leader, and for that I, loyal soul, do the same person send to death. Oh, this is higher end salary, but not revenge. Up, blaster, and know thou a better time. Too late now. He wakes. What happened here?
The girl hath murdered Snoke. What happened then?
She took a smaller craft, once made for Snoke, wherewith she made escape.
I know where she hath gone. We'll follow on. I order thee to gather all our forces to make our way to the resistance base below. There we shall finish this unpleasant act.
Dost thou presume to tell me, finish this, and move mine armies into battle, eh? Who dost thou think thou speakest to, thou knave? We have no leader. Here he lieth slain.
Kylo Ren begins choking Hux, using the Force.
The bygone supreme leader, he is dead.
Long live the supreme leader. As I said.
Excellent. 5. Scene 1. At the Rebel base on the planet Crate. Enter General Leia Organa.
This place shall likely see us stand and fall. This former rebel base upon bleak Crate. The shadows of the old rebellion swirl around me, almost like no time has passed. Remember I, when I was but a youth, the princess come from Alderaan's sweet shores, the urgent moments when a group of rogues did steal the Death Star's plan from the Empire's banks. My rescue from our foes by Han and Luke, whom I scarcely know and did not trust. A short stormtrooper and a scoundrel pilot. How little knew I then how I would change, and how my heart would grow to love the men. The cold of Crate doth bring me back to Hoth, where we fought walkers tall as buildings, and where Han and I began our romance too. A courtship piled with barbs and witticisms. Soon after, on the great Millennium Falcon, his hands held mine. His lips did kiss mine own, and love did flourish neath an asteroid. As soon as love had come to us, it fled. When Han gone to the freeze of carbonite, how I mourned then, although he was alive. A prelude to my mourning recently. We saved him, though, from Jabba the Hutt, then showed the Empire what rebellion meant, helped on by furry creatures in our midst. 'Twas then the new republic did arrive, and with it peace at last. 'Tis too far gone. The memories of this one-time rebellion stir in me now, inside this rebel base. Here doth the rebellion end, or start again, with newfound strength and hope from our small spark. My end, my own death, may draw near as well. If this last scene should here be my goodbye, what would I say to those I leave behind? Attention, pay, this shall not hap again. Rather than try to understand it as it goes along, pray, have it go along for just a while, then understand its meaning. If 'tis my final act, my epitaph, let it be this, upon her shoulders strong, she did the hopes of generations carry enough of dismal thoughts of loss and death. The bold first order comes, close now the door.
Enter Poe Dameron, Commander Dacey, Lieutenant Connix, and the Resistance pilots and soldiers, stage left. Enter several Volptices. Enter Rose Tico, Finn, and BB-8 inside a shuttle into the base.
There is no knowing to what desperate and act of vengeance this unprincipled attack may bring upon us. Mark my words. Fly, fly, you rebels. Get the shield door down.
Move quickly, for our foe's ships here arrives.
Resistance soldiers begin firing at the shuttle.
Hurry! Do not shoot! 'Tis us.
Oh, end your fire.
Rose and Finn emerge from the shuttle.
Pray, hold your fire. Finn, Rose, you're not dead. I do consider this odd accident more fortunate than otherwise. You're right. Where is my droid? My heart, BB-8.
BB-8 emerges from the shuttle.
Oh, come I with you to see the friend. I will cover all thy truly paid with kisses, as so many people survey us.
Warwish blocks bluebick blay. Zood zoomfit blee, flieger roo, flierblik blay, ro blue blit blee, rook bluebis zoonflit flee blay, blue blee zoon.
Alas, but as mine eyes survey the group, I see how our great numbers dwindled have. Is this the only bit that still remains?
It may be so, yet it shall be enow. Let us prepare the base toward our home, made specially for us to take our stand.
All begin setting up equipment in preparation for battle.
The scopes herein are fit to track their ships, that we may know the magnitude of the threat.
We lost no time in getting on our shields, therefore they cannot strike us from their orbit. Now, use whatever power doth remain and broadcast out a signal of distress unto the outer rim, where help may lie.
Use thou the code which doth belong to me, by which they know I'll personally need aid. If our resistance hath a single ally, the time is now or never to respond.
Rose, give me thy intelligence about what ships or weapons thou hast found herein. Thy passion shall be held in reverence.
The armaments I find herein are poor, munitions of the finest rotting type, artilleries composed of purest rust, half-gutted frail ski speeders top it off.
Well, let us hope the thickness of the thing will be enough to keep the enemies, who shall be tapping at our chamber door, at least until we can some help secure.
Yep. A trap.
Our scopes do show they flaunt their arsenal. Full many walkers in the new M6 and fearfully a cannon battering ram.
To friends above, from fiends below, 'tis what?
'Tis like a Death Star of a smaller kind, with fire enow to crack our door at once, and 'twere an egg with plans to fry anon.
Another exit to this cave-like base existeth surely. Who would make a base with but one passage for the light of day?
What sayest thou, BB-8? Do not forget the tribulous point, or thou mayst lose thy labor.
Zoom subli, su flag blay, rolvit flit blue.
The mine schematics BB-8 hath scanned and found this door the sole way in or out. Whose idea was this mine? It was not mine.
Fear not, our time is now, allies we have, who shall appear forthwith to bring us aid. Forsooth, strong people of goodwill throughout, the firmament entire believe in Leia. The galaxy is ripe with her adherents. In faith they shall receive our message and be moved to hither fly and help our cause. Meanwhile, we few endure to give them time. We must defeat the cannon, by my troth.
Brave man and strong, with wise and noble words.
Resistance soldiers begin preparing for battle. Exeunt Rose, Poe, Finn, and other pilots.
The battle preparations do begin. The soldiers take to trenches for the fight, and pilots try the old ski speeders out. Though few of us remain, we'll make our stand before the walkers and the brazen cannon. Go, brave resistance, with thy general's hopes.
Within a trench my fate doth lie, yet naught can stay my curiosity. What is this substance covering the ground? I'll taste it, just a morsel in my mouth. Aha, 'tis salt, a portent of good things, for I know what a person is not birth, beauty, good shape, discourse, personhood, with learning, virtue, liberality, youth, gentleness, and such, like all the salt that doth a person season. Aye, it is. 'Twill be a salty battle, that it shall. Ground forces are incoming. It begins.
Enter Kylo Ren, General Hux, and First Order officers and troopers above on balcony, and with them 80 M6 walkers and 80 AT walkers.
Aha, here come my executioners. How now, my hardy, stout, resolved mates? Are you now going to dispatch this deed?
We are, my lord.
Pray, do not hear them plead, for rebels are well spoken, and perhaps may move your hearts to pity if you mock them.
Fear not, my lord. We will not stand to prate. Talkers are no good doers. Be assured we come to use our cannons, not our tongues.
AT-M6 1 and 2 step aside privately with an AT-AT walker.
What shall we strike them, even as they sleep?
No, then they'll say 'twas cowardly when they wake.
What, when they wake? Why, fool, they never shall.
Why then, they'll say we struck at them while sleeping.
Begins to breed some odd remorse in me.
Art thou afeard?
Nay, not to kill them, for such is our order, but to be damned for it.
I thought thou hadst been resolute, my friend.
So am I now to let the rebels live.
Back to our General Hux and tell him so.
I pray thee stay a while, I hope my humor will change. 'Twas wont to hold me, but while one could count to 20.
How dost thou feel now?
Faith, certain dregs of consequence are within me.
Remember our reward when the deed is done.
They die. I had forgot our just reward.
Where is thy conscience now, my fickle friend?
'Tis in the purse of our first order rich. I shall not meddle, 'tis a dangerous thing. It makes a mighty walker, but a coward. A walker cannot steal, but it accuseth. The walker cannot swear, but it checks him. It is blushing, shamefast spirit that makes mutiny within a walker's bosom. It fills one full of galing obstacles. It made me once restore a purse I found. It beggars any walkers that doth keep it. 'Tis turned from every town as dangerous, and every walker, meaning to live well, shall try and trust himself and live without it.
Unto battle then, it is resolved.
To Poe Dameron, Rose Tico, Finn, and other resistance pilots on the ski speeders.
Fie, I know not how I should fly this craft.
Engage thy monoski with toggle green.
Far better, Rose. Thou hast mine utmost thanks.
Take heed, ye pilots all, in joy and woe, in good and ill. We'll do the resistance proud. I like not these old ships, like buckets of the filthiest and patient prudent rust, which even now do break beneath my feet. And neither do I like roads herein. Still, keep a tight formation, and be not seduced too close until the cannon is revealed before our eyes. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge, cry, all for the resistance and the force.
I fly with memory of my dear page, who gave her life for this, the battle next. This small medallion, mine that I hold, the twin to which did die with her, is still my strength. May now its metal frame my metal boost, as if 'twere page who rode along with me. Fly, Rose, for thy sweet sister, dead and gone, and all the hopes the two of you did share. How many nights we lay abed together while dreaming of a better place and time. Resistance was to us a perfect dream, the cause the two of us could both believe in. As young recruits, we were most eager, yea, past any measure of a normal soldier. Our hearts did soar each time we had a drill, and leapt whenever the general addressed us. Those days, abounding with excitement, were far simpler than the terror of this moment. O page, how I do wish thou couldst be here to bring a caring sister's comfort near.
Not all our power is gone, not all our fame. Grand forces, give us fire and let it burn.
There are but 13 light craft incoming, as if they sent a gnat to slay a rancor. What sayest thou, Wren? Shall we destroy them all ere we advance?
Nay, for the weak resistance is in that mine, I bet my life. Push through.
Call out the swift TIE fighters on the field.
Enter TIE fighters below from stage right.
'Tis thrilling, and I see, upon the right and upon the left, and all the way along, TIE fighters on the scene, oh separate! Until they have brought forth the cannon large, we must maintain our careful attack. Rose, watch thyself, 3 come for thee anon.
I try to speed away, but cannot shake them. 3 fighters follow me at once, to slay me.
Enter Rey, Chewbacca, R2-D2, and various porgs in the Millennium Falcon, destroying the TIE fighters following Rose Tico.
Fantastic, here the Falcon comes.
I hope our entrance cometh not too late. We're ready, rebels, for this worthy fight.
Hark!
I take the guns into my hands and shoot, which is a welcome respite from the intense lightsaber battles I have had of late. I'd gladly shoot TIE fighters all day.
My father's ship, like ghost, hath come to haunt me. Pray, blow that junk pile from the air anon.
All fighters, follow that Corellian ship.
Chewbacca, peel thou from the battle now, that we may draw the fighters from our friends.
Thy plan is worthy. I shall make it so.
The falcon flies towards stage right, and TIE fighters follow.
Let us bathe in this crystalline light. The falcon drew the fighters off. Huzzah! Each one of them had taken the bait and left.
Forsooth, they hate that most uncommon ship.
Harg!
I'll take them on a tour of Crate's deep mines, and see if they have skill enow to follow. The falcon surely hath seen tighter spots, which Han once piloted with tranquil hand.
Be careful flying, Chewie, or we mayn't be as dead as rocks. Harg!
Aside, my furry friend, or else be smashed. I cannot have thee perched on these controls.
Aha! 'Tis done. The rank TIE fighters beaten.
The cannon, it hath been revealed at last. The biggest gun that ever I did see, surpassing every smaller expectation.
Most heavily armored is the gun's facade. Our only hope of winning is to shoot straight down its throat as if to strangle it.
The cannon begins firing at the rebel base.
The cannon opens. Go, for here's our chance.
All power of our fire upon the speeders.
I bid thee, concentrate all power of our fire upon the speeders presently.
The man repeats as if he were a parrot. Some challenges of leadership may yet be mine to settle once this battle's done.
Walkers continue to slay the resistance pilots.
We take most heavy losses.
Rue the day. We must destroy the cannon or we're done.
They kill us easily. To pick us off as if we were a legion made of ants and merry servants to their merry picnic. We shall not make it by us, by my troth. How dare you woe, yet how softly my hope.
I'm on my final swift approach in now. The target is in sight and guns aflame.
Nay, nay, they're film. Pull back, those cannot do it. Through all our flimsy hopes, I see at once.
What dost thou say? Fie, Poe, I'll not pull back.
The cannon hath thee in charge already, Thin. To make a dance is like to suicide, I tell thee. It will shut thee up in a sepulchre, in this planet rife with salt. Thy path is clear, so pull away at once.
Nay, nay, for I shall be there in a trice.
No, 'tis a dream too bright to last. Retreat! Again, I say retreat, Thin. 'Tis my order.
He giveth me the order fine and true. For conscience' sake, I shall not follow it.
Finn, 'tis too late, I beg thee, do not this.
Nay, never shall I let these foes succeed.
Finn, hear me. We must swiftly make retreat.
I cannot hear, though it doth bring me grief. I hate the vile First Order ardently, for all the pain it brings the galaxy. How like a bully it doth render fearful those who should never have cause to fear. Though it do cost my life, I shall press on. It is a sacrifice I am bound to make, as penance for the life I once led. The saying's full of truth, the soldier doth the bubble reputation seek, forsooth, and even in the cannon's mouth. Farewell.
Nay, Finn, this shall not be, not while I've breath.
Rose steers her speeder to collide with Finn's, directing him away from the cannon's mouth. Meanwhile, Poe retreats to the trench.
Go quickly. Get inside. Yeah, I do scream out of my affright. Far too much horrified to speak. I only shriek and out of tune.
O Rose, why hast thou staunchly hurt thyself to rescue me from my mortal injury? Why stop me from the fate that I had chosen?
I saved thee, lovely man of folly born. 'Tis how our cause shall win, dear Finn. Not fighting what we do hate, but saving what we love.
Rose kisses Finn and faints.
Fine lass, a rose by any other name would never smell as sweet as thou, dear friend. Confusion breedest thou in my thoughts and feelings, but midst the battle feelings dangerous. I pull thee fast back to our beaten base.
Now, General Hux, advance towards the mine. No quarter shall we give, no prisoners take. Destruction, pure and simple and complete.
First Order walkers begin advancing. All the resistance soldiers retreat into the base. Stage left.
Our signal of distress has been received at many points, yet there is no response.
They hear, but turn their hearts, and do not come.
We fought unto the end. 'Twas not enow. The galaxy entire hath lost its hope. The spark we represent hath been extinguished.
Enter Luke Skywalker to the base.
Oh, Luke, thou camest. Now I know thy next words. I changed my hair.
The style doth suit thee well, though, by my troth, those words were not my next. Dear Leia, sister true, I sorry am.
I know thou art. Kind brother Luke, how glad I am that thou art here at last, e'en at the end.
I came to face him, Leia, and cannot save the man who was thy son.
So long I held out hope that he might turn. Yet, now I know my son is truly gone.
No one is ever gone completely, Leia. I go to meet him, but shall kiss thee first, in brotherly devotion, hope, and love.
Kisses Leia on the head and hands her Han's dice.
Brave Master Luke arrived. Oh, thank the Maker.
Was ever there a vision such as this? A legend in the making for mine eyes. Luke Skywalker, part Jedi and part myth, hath he arrived before we have succumbed? If he can stop this onslaught, make some difference, the story shall like wildfire blaze throughout the galaxy from one edge to the other. I shall not dare to dream it may be so, yet still, my heart within me quakes with hope. The man walked forward to the battle drawn. Out there, such evil things in robes of sorrow. Assail the Jedi's high state. Take care! Our noble man, come to us just in time. The hopes of generations rest on thee.
Luke emerges from the base, standing before the First Order.
Nay, this cannot be, but somehow is. Grant me the power of every gun we have amid there toward that mark, that single man. Bring such a violent storm of shock and awe that it shall be as if a burning sun did come from space to smite his worthless soul.
The walkers fire at Luke, exuent all Volptices, save Volptix 1.
The gripping narrative unfolds below, while we do watch with helpless, hopeful eyes.
And now, it is a now, cease this attack. The man is dead, thou even must agree. Now, let the tale that we would write proceed, for we shall be the authors of their ruin.
The dust settles, revealing Luke, who is unscathed.
Behold how like a spectre he ariseth, as if our weapons did fiction tell.
This story shall not end as they do think, for like a poet, I have changed the meter.
For our next chapter, take me down to him. I'll face him and destroy him where he stands. Keep cover on the door. Make no advance until I speak the word.
O Supreme Leader, be not distracted by this man. Our end!
Loren knocks Hux aside, using the Force.
Even as you pen the script, it shall be done, sir. I know far better than attempt desire.
Exeunt Kylo Ren, Hux, walkers, and all First Order officers and troopers from balcony.
Ne'er was a fable told with such profound importance and hostility as this.
Enter Kylo Ren below, facing Luke Skywalker.
'Tis Kylo Ren. Luke faitheth him alone. Sir, being everything which now thou art a valiant hero in the extreme.
Pray, let us go and fight the man withal.
Use patience, Finn, and trust the mild-eyed stars.
Hast thou returned to offer me forgiveness, to save my soul like gallant deity?
Nay, thine is not a soul I've willed to save.
They brandish their lightsabers.
Luke doth this for a reason, saith he, that we may make our swift escape in whilst death looks gigantly down on him.
Escape? One man against an army full? If we would help him, we must join this fight.
Nay, nay, O Lady Bright, can she be right? We are the spark that, catching, lights the fire, which shall anon restore the Republic firm, and even then burn this first order down. Skywalker faces Kylo Ren, that we may yet survive. There must still be some way this mine to exit. How let Luke get in?
'Tis possible, a natural, unmapped, small opening existeth, verily. Yet this facility is such a maze of tunnels, endless and confusing, that the unlikely odds of finding any exit are 15,428
Tut! Even his hope has flown away.
to 1.
I beg ye, use your ears and listen. Here is the corporate silence, dreaded note.
Oh, Captain, now I see what thou dost mean. My sensor's audio do not detect.
Forsooth, gone by a road obscure and lonely.
Where hath the crystal crittles fled and gone?
Bay, bark, the dark.
Ye gentles, follow me, and all day long shine bright and strong, whatever may come to us.
It would not be the first time Poe has beckoned. I wonder, what will Leia say of this?
Look not for answers different from me. I bid ye follow Poe with all due haste.
I must my comrades find!
Thou canst sense the beacon just beneath. They must be somewhere. Though we see them not, continue scanning for life forms below.
Whimper, whimper. Whine. A shine. Hark!
There, beneath us, creatures flee the mine. Good Chewie, bring us down to rescue them.
The rebels reach an exit, but it is blocked by rubble.
Nay, now come thoughts of what entombed hopes. Nay, we're fully trapped, or battle lost.
Ruff. Woof. I hoof.
Exit Voltex 1 through a small hole in the rocks. Rey disembarks the Falcon outside the mine.
I see whereby my friends are trapped within, by mighty pile of stubborn, rough-hewn stone. Perhaps what I did once imagine shall be true. The Force shall help in lifting rocks.
Rey uses the Force to lift the rocks in the air, creating an opening for the Resistance soldiers. The soldiers begin to exit the mine.
I'll make my charge, and wipe the calm, smug smile from off his face. Yet even so he dodges, parries with unheard of speed, especially in one as old as he. Another strike anon, and he shall die. Yet he doth duck and moves with grace and strength, although my lightsaber has come so close.
I failed thee, Ben. I'm sorry.
Verily, thy weak resistance now is dead and gone. The war is over now, forevermore, and when I strike thee down, I will have killed the final Jedi in the galaxy.
Impressive, lad. Each word thou speakest was entirely false. The good rebellion is reborn today. The war hath just begun, and nay, I shall not be Jedi the last.
His vision's peaceful and majestic both. Rey moves the stones, O Force, O woman mist.
Around me flows how it flows in unity. In me, in all these rocks, in great accord, as if all were in perfect harmony. And there, behind the stones, my rock, sweet Finn.
The rocks fall aside. Rey and Finn embrace.
I sense my humble role is finished here. 'Tis well.
I shall destroy the girl, and thee as well, and all for which thou standest.
Luke turns off his lightsaber.
Nay, strike me down in anger, and I shall fall, be with thee ever, even like thy father.
The fool lets down his guard. Have at him then. I charge at him and strike him at the core.
Kylo Ren runs Luke through, but Luke does not die.
Confusion. What is this? How can it be? I'm sure I hit him, yet he doth remain. Now walking up to him with my lightsaber, I put the very point straight through his heart, yet he doth stand. Nay.
Now farewell, cur.
Luke falls through the trapdoor.
Nay!
Enter Luke Skywalker above on Octo. All freeze.
Now my charms are all overthrown, and what strength I have's mine own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true, I must be here confined by you, or sent to the force. Let me not, since I have my legend got, and help the brave resistance dwell in this bare island by your spell, but release me from my bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, and my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by care, which pierces so that it assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon be, let your indulgence set me free.
Luke dies. Enter Kylo Ren, General Hux, and several First Order officers and troopers into the empty rebel base. Stage left.
The rebels, vile, shall pay for this disgrace. Their weak resistance shall not long survive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. We come too late unto the rebel base, for they are fled and gone ere we arrive. The rebels, vile, shall pay for this disgrace. Now I have risen in my master's place, and those once true to Snoke will join my hive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. My father's dice do disappear sans trace. From this foul trick Skywalker did connive. The rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Though Hux hath seen my failure come apace, he'll see me hunt the rebels with new drive. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace. From now the darkness fully I embrace. Anon the light shall nowhere have to thrive. The rebels vile shall pay for this disgrace. Soon of their ilk the world shall find no trace.
Safe, e'en for now, to space we'll fly, to make the brave resistance rise again. I pause, though, as we leave, for I do sense, like whisper over the air, in voice most true, Luke's death on Arc-2, on the mountainside. It was a brave and noble act he did, when he did send the appearance of himself in apparition, fooling Kylo Ren. Lo, such an effort must have brought him low. Life would drain from any Jedi Master. But he hath done it, given us the time escape to make, so we may build once more. The Falcon shall be our conveyance sure, hie we unto its waiting entry ramp. E'en as I go, I hear, sense Kylo Ren, joined by the Force, though not as strongly now, endeavours he to make me turn to him. Damnation come to thee, O man of evil! I'll none of thy temptation to the dark. Since thou dost live, we too shall meet again. Ne'er shall I, though, be so naive as to envision we two on the same side of light. What path thou takest is thine own decision, for I shall ne'er more worry o'er thy soul. Thou hast been the cause of so much death, unleashing all thy rage upon good Han, now causing, in a way, the death of Luke. Death is thine only friend and true companion. Death follows thee wherever thou dost go, and waits for thee upon thine own life's end. We are for light and life, and so adieu. Ne'er shall Rey look upon thee in hope again.
Exeunt Kylo Ren, General Hux, and the First Order officers and troopers.
Upon the bold Millennium Falcon yet again, this time to celebrate escape. Good R2-D2, there thou art, my friend. Oh, I did miss thee when thou wert away.
Beep meep! My circuitry is filled with joy.
Sweet Leia, general and longtime friend.
Joey, welcome back, oh Wookie dear.
Zwar Rufik Blue, Souvlir Bluxley Zeef Blay.
Sweet BB-8, a glad reunion this. I'll straighten thine antenna for thee, friend, as ever 'twas my privilege to do.
Hello, thou art well met, brave lady rare. In such a night shadow, I am Poe.
And I am Ray, though thou mayst know me not.
I know thee well, though never met. Thou wert amazing in the battle down the dell.
Sweet Rose, still fast, unconscious, and asleep, I'll give thee care myself until thou wakest.
Why should his care for her make me feel strange? Do I feel jealousy? The green-eyed monster?
Leia approaches Rey.
Our Luke is gone. I felt it when he left. Yet 'twas not sadness or a sense of pain. 'Twas peace and purpose.
Yea, I felt it too.
How shall we rebuild rebellion back from this remnant small and beaten, scarce alive?
Yet everything we need, we have, dear Ray.
This chapter of our tale is finished now. Another play shall tell of how we build. And now from these ashes rises something new, for hope is that which we never can be confined.
Let us remember those we lost herein.
These final lines must sing a song of hope, that light may overcome the darkness bleak. These Star Wars are not finished yet, dear friends. The spark is still alight, and thus shall burn.
Enter chorus as epilogue. The rebels do depart on falcon's flight and leave their violent enemies behind. Elsewhere, across the galaxy by night, the story of the resistance thou shalt find. Upon the lips of children, women, men, who long to know of freedom from oppression. How Skywalker outsmarted Kylo Ren becomes a story told at every session. The young on Canto Bight, who witnessed a Rose as she did make her flight with daring Finn, do tell the tale in poetry and prose, then look to the stars with hope within. May all their hopes be only topped by thine. Prepare thy soul, we come anon to 9.
Bye.